You must do the time. If you take somebody's life, you have to pay the cost. I don't care that it was an accident, because it does not make sense to me how someone can be murdered and somehow they get no time. Even if you accidentally kill somebody, you are still a murderer, especially when you plead guilty to felony murder. Marijuana will get you more time in jail than killing somebody, especially when it comes to a black man here in America, unfortunately.
Catch Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace every weekday from noon to 1 p.m. on 101.7 The Truth and The Truth app. You're listening to the new 101.7 The Truth, founded in partnership with Associated Bank. Your money works here. 101.7 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee. A locally owned Good Karma brand station. The place for the realest conversations.
I appreciate United Garden Homes for stopping through with a check for $2,000.
Yes.
Some people came through anonymously.
Yes.
Dropped off money. The family has received those funds. And whatever you can do, if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock back down. And by lock back down, I mean we stay in our cell. We get fed in our cell. We don't come out our cell at all, and that's pretty much the biggest problem. And they simply say that they're short-staffed, but that's not enough, because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother, Black Power, to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. I hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Big up to you both. Thank you so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering,
Awesome.
where's Tory? Like,
I wanted to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cup. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm, stay focused.
Now, live from the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah.
Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready, we ready.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. And I'm here for the action.
And but that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants the smoke today?
Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The marathon continues.
The movement continues.
How you doing, DJ Brother Z?
It's Friday.
And how y'all doing out there in Radio Land? Truth Nation. Thank you for joining me this October 10th, 2025. We got another powerful show for you today. So I'm gonna need y'all to open up your ears, okay? Hey, look, we had a powerful show at Cousin Subs yesterday. Pow! Salute to our show sponsor, Cousin Subs, for all that they do for the Tory Lowe Show and the Truth. Let me see who in the chat. I couldn't see the chat yesterday. Salute to Not Really a City Girl, Barber, Jeff, Kawanda, SE in the chat. Willie, I see Willie in the chat. Salute. Sincere Running Ray Real in the chat. Mo the Elephant in the chat. Lauren Taylor in the chat. This is powerful. This has been one, I don't even know if I can say the H word on it. Can I say the H? One hell of a week. Can I say that? I got to say it. This has been one hell of a week. And a lot of y'all have definitely carried us through the week. You know, everybody in the chat, everybody out there in Radio Land, a lot of the callers that have called in. Y'all motivate me to get through the week. Truth Nation, you know, because I'm telling you, when I leave this studio and get out here in the elements, it's a lot going on. And I told y'all at the beginning of the week, I've been telling y'all, it's something going on with the elders. Salute to James joining the chat. Reese joining the chat. I tell y'all, when I get out back on the block, back in the streets, for some reason I knew that it was going to be something going on with the elders, something going on with housing. And I'm telling you, if you go rewind the show from Monday, I was already on top of it, going to different situations with the nursing home, going to situations with the HOA, you know, out there by Brown Deer. And then there was a elder that called me about her home situation, but she canceled because she wasn't feeling good. But then there was a situation that came up the other day with the voucher program. And I think that I just seen an article, if I'm not mistaken, that they said that they were going to pay. The city was going to pay the bill. They said that they didn't want nobody to panic. They didn't want the landlords to panic, that they was going to pay the bill. So it's a lot going on out here with this housing situation with the elders, a lot of uncertainty that was happening. And I'm going to tell you when I get on certain vibrations, it starts to pull out other things that's going on. So people been hitting me up, like from the nursing home situation. And salute to Letty B for speaking out. If you're listening to the station, if you're listening to the show today, salute to you. A former worker hit me up from the nursing home, DJ Brother Z, and wrote me like 3 paragraphs confirming what Letty B was saying. Confirming what she was saying. I'm not going to read all of it because, you know, when people get to typing, they say a lot of stuff, but this is what we do. We try to bring light to things that most people won't talk about or discuss. And sometimes it's not that good. Sometimes it's horrible information. But we got to be surgical with it sometimes. We got to get in there and start moving things around, no matter how bad it get. We got the power. It used to be a song that used to come on the radio. I got the power. You know, you got the power. And we're making inroads on that situation. Also, there's a situation that took place where a young man off of 51st and Millwork Road was unalived by an off-duty police officer. We're looking into that. We got things moving in motion to make sure that we look into it ourselves. Sometimes I can't fault the community for not believing in narrative that's coming from the police department. I can't. We got every right to doubt the narratives. As a black community, I don't know about y'all other communities. Sometimes, you know, I don't even compare our situations, and a lot of y'all, you know, y'all try to compare y'all plight or y'all stress with the black community, but there's no comparison when it comes to law enforcement. You know, we have to keep a one eyebrow up, one eyebrow raised when it comes to these type of situations where there's a police-involved shooting or off-duty officer situation. We got to keep an eyebrow up. And that's just the way it is. Does the community have a right to ask questions? And the local law enforcement have a right to give the answer. That's it. And we need answers. So salute to everybody that's working to try to remedy the situation. I got some things that we're doing on with my team that's trying to resolve some of the stress to see what truly happened. So it is what it is. And I think there may be something going on this evening. If I get the confirmation while I'm on live, I'll definitely let Truth Nation know that there's going to be something this evening out there on 51st and Mill Road. But I'll say this. When you talk about the black community, when you talk about the things that we're concerned about, we have to get involved because I'll say this. I don't see nobody coming to help us. I mean, I'm out here and I'm knee deep. I'm deeper than you know, I'm all the way in. I'm all the way in, and it ain't nothing I can do about it because the people have chosen me to try to deal with their tough situations no matter what it is. So I'm in so deep that, you know, I get to see stuff that y'all don't even see, and I don't even say everything I see or know since I've been on the radio. I don't. Everything ain't meant to be said. It's just the result. We just got to get to the result. So at the end of the day, I need y'all to, next week gonna be a busy week. And maybe a few call to actions with the nursing homes. It may be a call to action with what happened on 51st and Mill Road. I don't know. It may be something that I don't even see coming that we don't even know about that we got to get on it. But this is what it is. This that lifestyle. When I say I need an active listening audience, this is what I mean. And you got to be about that action, because if you ain't about that action, I really don't have half the time understand what you're talking about. A lot of people that come to me and they ain't about that action, I don't hear half of the stuff they talking about. I don't. I ain't trying to get on, you know, I ain't trying to go backwards. I ain't trying to be a bot. I mean, I used to be a bot. I used to be a bot. I'm talking about when I didn't understand what was happening many moons ago. Many moons ago, DJ Brother Z, I was a bot. Because I didn't know. I didn't know the difference. But now I can smell a bot, see a bot, and ignore a bot from a mile away. Don't be a bot. You got to break free. You know the movie The Matrix? The Matrix was about being a bot, being programmed, and how to break free from being programmed. Some of y'all programmed, and y'all gotta work to break free from that programming.
We got to get out here and be about that action and roll up our sleeves and get to work and become resources for each other. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. The only thing I would ask you is, when are you going to join the fight out here in the streets, out here in the community, out here for the elders, out here for the young people, out here for yourself? When we all start taking that initiative, watch how this community change overnight. Watch how this community change from night to day. Hey, look, when we come back, there's an article about what happened on 51st and Mill Road. They're trying to give out at least the off-duty officer side of the story, because the young man can't tell his side of the story. But we're going to try to see what they're saying when we get back. Truth Nation! Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
And that's Tory Lowe, bringing you all the action and all the smoke.
Hey, Truth fam. This is your girl, Melanie Ricks, and I want to remind you to tune into Nothing But the Truth digital show with me, Melanie Ricks, presented by Visit Milwaukee. Every Wednesday at 6 p.m., a new episode drops on the 1017 The Truth YouTube page. And since it is on YouTube, I hold nothing back. I give you all my hot takes on celebrity gossip and give you the tea on relationships that you don't want to miss. Subscribe to 1017 The Truth on YouTube so you never miss Nothing But the Truth digital show, dropping every Wednesday at 6 p.m., presented by Visit Milwaukee. Handcrafted, homegrown, world class.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin always have the winning game plan. Check out the championship caliber play call this month. A whole house of beautiful, new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month, and get this, 0% interest for up to 60 months. That's like running a drive that keeps moving the chains with no penalties and no interest. And I can tell you from my experience, Pella windows actually stop the drafts. You'll stay comfortable no matter how cold it gets outside. Think about it. Energy savings, comfort, and a great monthly payment you can actually manage. That's why I trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and why this is the right time to make your move. Call today and schedule your free consultation at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 10/31 of 2025.
Junior Achievement is proud to team up with the Admirals to help young people build the skills they need to win in school, in work, and in life. Thank you to the Milwaukee Admirals for supporting JA programming and for giving our students a power play toward a brighter future. To learn more, visit wisconsin.ja.org.
Happy kids heal faster, and that's why Starlight is dedicated to improving the mental well-being of sick kids across the U.S. Learn how at starlight.org.
Proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks. One call, that's all.
This is 1017 The Truth's Tory Lowe, and I am Milwaukee. The Tory Lowe Show has become a resource for the community. I enjoy having open, on-air discussions about what we can do to regroup, rethink the black man, the black woman, and the black child. This show is about that action, and I want all the smoke. Join the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations where you can speak your truth. We are the new 1017 The Truth, Milwaukee Black Talk.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Double up, 3 or 4 times, I ain't telling no lies, I just run it up. Never let a hard time humble us. Double up, I ain't telling no lies, I just, yeah. I ain't telling no lies, I just,
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. And salute to everybody that came out to Cousin Subs yesterday as we broadcast live
I love to see Truth Nation when we out and about. I think that many times when you have a lot of radio personalities and when we get out into the community, it's just a blessing to see those that are paying attention and getting involved in a lot of the things that we do, because whatever I do, I want anything that I do to be a benefit to my community or a resource to my community. So thank you to everybody that came out. Them crispy chicken tenders was powerful. And the menu items, the crispy chicken tender, when you dip it in the sauce, I love to dip it in the sauce. Also, the other crispy chicken items, the sub, the Buffalo Ranch chicken sub, it was just amazing. Salute to all the people. Homer Blow stopped through. Sir Chance, Elizabeth Brown was in the building, and many other people that came through just to try the chicken tenders and be involved in what we have going on right here. I'll tell you, the call to actions ain't always got to be serious, you know. We got a couple events also coming up for Halloween, October 25th. We got the Trunk and Treats coming. We also got the celebrity basketball game coming at Milwaukee College Prep. So, I mean, if y'all look at the screen as we broadcast live, see the events that's going on. Many times it's not all about, dealing with the tough situations. We got fun situations for the kids, for the families to get involved in. Once again, October 18th will be the celebrity basketball game, the second annual basketball game, Tory Lowe versus Promise. We got so many right here, natives, right here in the city of Milwaukee playing in that game. Also, we got the Saturday, October 25th at Midtown parking lot at the old Walmart. We're gonna have everybody pull up with the trunk, with the treats in the trunk for the kids to come out and have a good time. Once again, these are things that we're doing that you can be involved in. So once again, make sure that you be about that action, you get involved at a lot of things that we're doing. But this situation right here on 51st and Mill Road got a lot of people raising their eyebrows. They got their eyebrow up like The Rock. The family is asking questions. Off-duty police officer shoots a young black male. Conflicting stories from witnesses. Police say they got, I guess, allegedly some kind of camera was on the off-duty officer's car. I don't know, but we got some video from WISN about what took place or what they saying that took place. Let's listen.
Officer was wearing plain clothes and got into a minor vehicle accident right near 49th and Mill Road while on his way to work.
Police say he and the other driver got out of their vehicles to assess the damage, and that's when the chief says the other driver pulled a gun.
That subject proceeded to strike the off-duty officer in the face with his firearm. The off-duty officer drew his department-issued firearm, and the two individuals exchanged gunfire, and the subject was struck. The subject, a 26-year-old male, was pronounced deceased at the scene.
Relatives identified the man who died as Elijah Wilkes. That family shared this photo with 12 News. The officer who went to a hospital is on administrative leave. The police chief said he's watched video of the incident, and police policy requires the chief present that video to Wilkes' family in 2 days and to the public in 15.
The police union president releasing a statement after visiting the officer in the hospital. It reads in part, quote, "Our officer did exactly what any well-trained officer would do. He fought to survive." 12 News' Hannah Hilliard is joining us live right near the scene.
And Hannah, Wilkes' family is disputing the chief's account of what happened.
Oh, right, Derek and Deanna. So the family says that Wilkes was actually on his way to a funeral when this all occurred here this morning. Family and friends rushing to the scene out here, confused and upset with what police say transpired right here along busy Mill Road. Dozens of close friends and family of this man, 26-year-old Elijah Wilkes, gathered along an active police scene Thursday after learning an off-duty officer shot and killed their loved one following a chaotic chain of events.
Elijah's a very soft-spoken, well-mannered person.
good energy, outgoing, all about family and friends, not in the streets at all.
Police say a minor crash led to an altercation between Wilkes and the plainclothed officer, which escalated to a shootout. Wilkes' friends told 12 News they are not aware of him having a gun and dispute the information from police.
No, they're not telling the truth. That story they posted is not the truth. Quiet. Not the truth at all.
One witness who did not want to be identified told our James Stratton he heard an exchange of gunfire.
It was definitely a momentary pause between one gunshot and the return gunshots.
So you believe there were two separate guns?
Yeah, absolutely.
While a second witness told me a different version. They said that there was an exchange of gunfire. Did you ever see?
I heard one gun. I didn't hear two different type of gunshots.
The chief says per department policy, they will show the video they've obtained to the family within 48 hours. In the meantime, Wilkes' family and friends sharing their heartbreak.
He was a very good friend of my daughter's. Was at my mom's house on a daily basis, eating with us and everything. And to know that he's lying down there in that street right now, I'm just heartbroken.
Hey,
and Hannah, the officers on
A
administrative
lot of
duty
people got questions, DJ Brother Z, conflicting stories. Well, I say if you got the video, let everybody see it. I guess pretty soon we'll see it. I guess they got 48 hours to show the family and, 15 days for the public to see. But like I said, y'all can remedy a lot of this if y'all got the video. And it's legit. That's it. And I would say this, but I'll stay general. I'll keep it general. I'm going to keep it general today because it's Friday. But I'll say this. When witnesses have conflicting stories, and one person says they heard this and another person said they heard that, but they all was there, okay, if it's a video available and y'all are letting the community, the outrage grow, to me, that's irresponsible. To me, that's irresponsible. Now, I don't know. Sometimes when I sat and watched the video play for the family, because I've been in situations where I had to sit there and watch the video with the family. And sometimes it looked like they didn't tweak it. I don't know if they tweaked it or not, but it didn't look, it's still, I left with more questions than answers. I left with way more questions than answers after the situation. And, when you got this mistrust that's floating around here with law enforcement and the community, the better way to do it is to let everybody see what happened if you got video. That's it. Say no more. Release the video.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Your home has been working hard for you. Now it's time to let it work a little harder. With a home equity line of credit from Brewery Credit Union, you can turn the equity you've built into smart solutions. Pay off high-interest debt, remodel your kitchen, or take care of life's unexpected expenses with flexible access to funds when you need them. Apply today and put your home's value to work for you. Visit brewerycu.com or stop by Brewery Credit Union. Equal housing lender. Federally insured by NCUA.
Escape the city and relax at Lake Lawn Resort in beautiful Delavan, Wisconsin. Enjoy outdoor activities on Delavan Lake. Tee off at the lakeside Majestic Oaks Golf Course or unwind at the award-winning Calidora Spa. With both indoor and outdoor pools, there's fun for the whole family. Take a cruise on the Lake Lawn Queen. Explore stunning shores and historic landmarks. And enjoy delicious food and drinks on board. Book your stay today at lakelawnresort.com, where everything is better at the lake.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Here is Dr. Ken Harris with his truth.
Juneteenth signifies the occasion in 1865 when the final enslaved blacks in Texas were notified of their liberation 2.5 years subsequent to the Emancipation Proclamation. The moment when 100% of victims of slavery finally recognized their liberation indicated the principles of the U.S. Constitution came to be universally applicable. This represents a success for Black Americans and a subsequent and significant point in American history, highlighting the nation's alleged dedication to liberty and justice for all. The recent verdict in the murder of Sade Robinson serves as a reminder of the enduring evils and oppression we still face. Despite independence, numerous blacks still encounter exploitation, and they are masquerading as freedom. Commemorating Juneteenth compels us all to acknowledge these realities and compel the nation's past and promote a truthful national narrative. Juneteenth, along with the murder conviction of the disgusting individual who killed Miss Robinson, serves not merely as a celebration, but also as a summons to action. Remember this history in your daily discussions and interactions. If Juneteenth caused the conflation of liberty and justice for Black America, I say one death represented by the murder of Miss Robinson is a denial of liberty and an injustice to all of Black America.
This has been Truth Takes on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Listen to The Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris, weekdays from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. The Pack is back after their bye week. They face off against newly acquired Joe Flacco for the second time this year and the Bengals. That matchup is Sunday at 3:25. It's win or go home time for the Brewers as the Cubs force a Game 5 after being down 2-0.
Here comes the pitch to Bush. It's a high fly to right center. Perkins is back onto the warning track, and it is gone. Michael Bush hits another solo homer. It's his fourth home run of this postseason and the third in this series.
The final showdown will take place at American Family Field on Saturday for Game 5 of the NLDS. First pitch will be at 7:08. Badger football face the Iowa Hawkeyes at Camp Randall Saturday night. Kickoff begins at 6. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Here we go again, folks. I'ma show you how to do this, son. Hey. Big things poppin', and little things stoppin'. Hey. Big things poppin', and little things stoppin'. Hey. Big things poppin', and little things stoppin'. Hey. Ball on these suckers, shout it. See how it is. Now do it. I don't do it. I don't do it. What you waiting for? Because I don't do it. I don't do it.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report. Brought to you by GP.
What it do?
Truth Nation Insider in the studio.
What it do?
Hey, Glenn, it's a lot of big news that came out when it came to the hip hop world.
Yeah, a lot of people have been beefing lately, but one beef that we kind of forgot about, obviously, was the Drake and Kendrick beef. And as of today, Universal Music Group kind of shared the announcement that obviously that defamation case that Drake kind of tried to wage on Kendrick Lamar was thrown out. And there's a statement, basically, Lauren LaRosa was the one that tweeted it out, but a spokesperson for Universal pretty much said, from the outset, this suit was an affront to all artists and their creative expression and never should have seen the light of day. We're pleased with the court's dismissal and look forward to continuing our work, successfully promoting Drake's music and investing in his career. And it's crazy that this even became a thing in the first place. We talk about lyrical warfare and, some of the great rap beefs of the 2000s. You had Jay-Z and Nas, and you had G-Unit, and you had Murder Inc., and, all these other kind of artists that went back and forth.
NWA didn't beef with half of the... they was beefing so hard, they beef with each other.
Yeah, they're beefing coast to coast, too.
And with each other,
Yeah, and it's crazy that, we see the women are handling rap beef more, articulate, or I guess in a better space than the men are. You see Cardi B and Nicki Minaj and them, they tweeting all day long.
They got dirty. They talk about people, they was talking about kids to where Queen Latifah had to interject like, hey, leave the kids out of it.
But that's the thing, how low is too low when you're beefing with somebody?
Women, women, I think that men kind of go to a point where the wives and the kids should be off limits.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's kind of understood, but I think Drake kind of stepped into that circle when he was rapping about Kendrick's wife and messing around with his friend.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that Drake kind of like stepped beyond the lines, but then got mad when Kendrick took his that extra step further,
right?
Where he felt like it damaged his career with the pedophilia.
But that's the thing. We how far is too far when people are beefing? Again, if we want to take it even further back, when Drake was beefing with Pusha T, and Pusha T basically exposed the fact that Drake had a son. And so, how far is someone willing to go to dig up some type of beef? Or
he didn't bash the son though.
Still, that's private life.
Okay, but what I'm saying is he didn't come out and bash his son. He said he had one.
Right.
He didn't say your son is X, Y, and Z. He basically, what I'm talking about is when you talk about people, kids, to a degree,
right,
where you're defaming the kid. You know, you're going in on the baby.
Yeah.
And I think that Nicki and Cardi B started stepping on those lines, talking about each other's situations.
Yeah, I think they went blow for blow. I think Pusha T kind of alluded to the fact of it, though, because, again, as we know now, Drake had a child with a woman that was a porn star at the time. So not to say that he discredited his son or kind of, made fun of him or anything like that, but he basically was like, you had a child with a woman that was not of elite social standing. I'll put it like that.
Now, let's say he would have said the child he went directly at the child.
Right.
He didn't do that.
That's fair. I
mean, these women was going directly at the kids. You know what I mean? I think that Queen Latifah was trying to say, hey, look, this don't look good for women to be putting their kids in it. That's why I don't believe that you should put innocent kids in things or, people that don't have anything to do with certain things. I think that when things go too far, I think all is fair when I'm talking about you.
Right.
And your behavior, stuff that you've been involved with, but once you start directing the energy to somebody's mama and somebody's kids, then I think that that's when it's out of bounds. And I think that beefs have always been focused on who that person actually is.
Well, I was going to ask
trying to expose who that person truly is.
But I was going to ask you, do you think that hip-hop culture necessarily needs these beefs? A lot of fans kind of thrive off of it.
Well, no, beef is a part of the culture. Now I'll tell you this. Beef sell records.
It do. It damn sure do.
That's why they have everybody beefing. Because they know that the drama sells records.
I wouldn't even say it's the drama.
What artist has a career that they ain't beefing? What mainstream artist is out here that ain't beefing? Even Taylor Swift was beefing with Kanye, and they got her, kind of looking like she taking things away from Beyonce. So you gotta have some type of rival. Look, Brandy and Monica, they always Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston,
right?
Bobby Brown and New Edition.
But all that stuff is so subtle, though. I wouldn't even call that beef. If it's somebody that you kind of used to work with or that people are comparing you to, that's kind of the problem. The culture creates that animosity between these artists because they say this person does this a little better than that artist, or this person doesn't have the creative direction that person has.
Well, I'm talking about in our culture. I'm talking about in hip-hop culture and pop culture. Prince and Michael Jackson. Okay, to get to the mainstream, you got to have a rival.
Mm-hmm.
And they got to fuel the magazines and the blogs. That's how you get to the top. In at least on the pop culture, hip hop side. Now on the rock side, they don't beef. On the country, you never see two country music artists beefing.
What are they going to talk about?
You never see two Hispanic, artists beefing. And so they don't have to sell beef to be popular.
Mm-hmm.
Who Bad Bunny beefing with?
Nail polish? I don't know.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't get that outside the culture.
Right.
But to sell our culture, you got to have a nemesis.
You think that you need that animosity,
Who don't
that type
got
of energy?
Name an artist that's on top of our community or pop culture or hip-hop that don't have a nemesis.
I really can't think of nobody. I think for me, though, I've never been a fan of hip-hop beef because I hate how petty it kind of can get. And, obviously when kids and wives become into it. But I've always enjoyed the beef because I feel like it pulls a deeper, darker side out of some of these artists that they don't necessarily tap into often. A lot of these artists kind of get away with doing the bare minimum because their fans have an expectation. But we got some of the best verses we've ever gotten from Drake with the Kendrick beef. Same thing with Kendrick as well. He had his whole press run and tour run that led into a Super Bowl performance. So.
Mm-hmm. They say Bow Wow in the chat. Bow Wow had Lil Romeo.
Bruh.
And he got into it with Soulja Boy.
Yeah, Bow Wow's he's petty.
Right.
He's petty king.
Come on
he's
now.
one of those people.
You ain't gonna name.
And that's not even a mainstream artist now.
Hold on. You're not gonna name somebody that broke into the mainstream that didn't have a rival.
I'm trying to think of all the legends. I really can't. I'm thinking it because I know 50. We already know 50's story. Dre had beef as well. Snoop had beef with a couple people from the East Coast as well as West Coast artists.
You would have to go back to even in the early form of hip hop. You know, they was beefing with the barrels. Different barrels was beefing. You know the bridge is over. You know.
Yeah, KRS-One and all those guys. Yeah.
So Roxanne Shantae.
I'm trying to
tell you. That's what the culture was built on.
I'm thinking of Curtis Blow and them. That might be the first artist I could think of that never had beef with
Curtis Blow.
Somebody from back in the day in the 70s when it was one of those. But yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. I just think that the beef, for Drake, exactly, this is kind of a permanent eye black on him. Drake is one of my favorite artists, and I hate that he took it to this point because nothing that he does nowadays has any credibility. He's still out there throwing subs at people.
I don't even listen to Drake. He don't even come off the way it used to.
It don't move you anymore?
Drake used to be, his writers, the OVO Sweatshop used to come out with some stuff,
Yeah.
But now it's like since he filed the lawsuit, he done removed himself from all categories. Yeah. When you talk about Drake, he's just a part of the machine to me.
Yeah. I think it just kind of takes beef to a new extent. I think when people are beefing, obviously some of their differences are very petty. Beyond someone talking about, again, loved ones, family, and kind of things like that. I think Drake kind of took it to a new extent. If we talk about not cultivating violence and leading to people beating each other up and being in the streets and doing all of that other stuff, who's to say that Drake maybe didn't go about it the right way? If you want to talk bad about me, I'm taking you to court.
No, look, all right, this is why I don't like Drake.
Right.
And this is why, after the lawsuit, I never really had a problem with Drake until this lawsuit. I never did. I thought he was slick. I thought how he was putting things together was kind of like Motown. They had writers. He had writers. That's a part of the game, writers. Most of your favorite R&B singers got writers. Most people, if you want to stay around for a long time without falling off, you're going to get some writers. Okay, this is a part of the game. But when you take it to the legal matters, first of all, you talk about drop and give me 50. You fire the first shot.
That is true.
You fired the first. That's why the judge threw it out.
You think that's why?
Yeah, because you was talking all that stuff too. You act like you was innocent and you didn't say nothing to somebody. Now, if he would have just came out with Not Like Us and just it was out there and he didn't, he wasn't no back and forth, he probably would have had a chance at this.
I think
when you go and strike first,
yeah.
You all your rights is removed.
I think there was ground to stand on. No, I think
I will now remove the power of the Black Panther
and strip it away.
The power of the Black Panther has been stripped away.
No, I think there was basis for it. I think the main purpose, or I guess the main intent of the lawsuit, was to counteract the accusations of him being a pedophile and the whole A minor kind of thing. I think Drake was fine with the verbal sparring and going back and forth because there was a time, I think I was still in college at this time too. They were dropping a diss track a week for like a month and some change. Mm-hmm. And Kendrick had stuff in the tuck. He dropped like 2 songs at once, and there was a bunch of 6-minute songs that kind of led into it. And I think Drake dropped a song where it was 9 minutes, but it was 3 different beats. So they kind of were going back and forth. But the problem also stems from the culture trying to bring someone that is not known to be such a verbal, lyricist and a rough, rugged street guy. Not to say that Kendrick is either, but Kendrick comes from that environment. We talk about it all the time. LA is the land of rap beef and.
Well, I'm gonna say this: the dark-skinned brothers is up.
Up 1?
Up 2.
He said up 2.
Push. Kendrick.
Yeah.
Drake tried both of them. Well, he got Meek Mill.
Yeah, he killed him.
He trashed Meek Mill with the back-to-back.
I'm surprised Drake didn't go after Future yet, though. I think there's some bullets in the chamber.
I'm going to tell you this. I think that Drake mentioned Future, some things that's going on, but I believe Drake don't want to mess with Atlanta like that.
I wouldn't even say that.
Because I think that he came at the producer. He came at Metro.
Yeah.
But I believe that when you come at Future, when you come at certain artists, Young Thug, I mean, they can fight with each other. Mm-hmm. But he from Canada. He don't want that Atlanta. He don't want to disturb that Atlanta vibration.
But
he made a lot of his
biggest hits from those artists.
Yeah, but he has so many ties. That's the toughest part, I think, because Drake has made songs with the Game, so people in L.A. do kind of mess with him. People kind of, vibe with him. He also made a song with, or I think he still has affiliations with Young Thug. I think, who else has he made songs with along the way? Rick Ross. He has prior songs with Rick Ross, but him and Rick Ross kind of went at it. And
I think Rick Ross was kind of jealous because I think that he inserted himself into the beef.
Accusations.
Rick Ross. Yeah. I didn't even see where he was coming from with his little problem with Drake. But I think everybody it was a 20v1 at one point.
Mm-hmm. It is tough. It was tough out here for Drake. It still is.
I think that a lot of people that was holding back because they was using Drake to get hits. I think that they really wanted to say a lot of stuff over the years, but then once it went that direction, I think people started speaking out about who he truly was and how they truly felt. And I think in the game, it ain't no permanent friends or no permanent enemies.
No, never. Everybody's always trying to get a leg up on you. My thing is, I just don't feel like Kendrick Lamar got the respect that he deserved until this beef put him at the forefront and he showed why his lyricism is top tier and how he can, stay above it all and kind of still entertain and perform at the end of things. But we're curious to see what kind of comes of this because Drake did say he's not done. He's planning on dropping an album soon, so we'll see what his response is to all of this other stuff. It'll be subject matter in one way or another. So,
Well, look, when we come back, we'll have more Pop Culture Report with GP. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Is that New York's finest?
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Tune into the award-winning 1017 The Truth Black Business Give Back Spotlight this Friday at 3:57 p.m. between the Tory Lowe Show and Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris. We will be joined by Renell Williams, Chief Creative Officer at Vibezilla, a.k.a. VYZ, where he will discuss why he launched a clothing and lifestyle brand and what inspires him every day. So again, that's the Black Business Give Back Spotlight with VYZ this Friday at 3:57 p.m. right here on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
Where strong voices meet strong opinions.
Tell your kids who were supposed to be the seventh generation that Paw Paw's an idiot because Paw Paw decided he wanted to be Make America Great, but meanwhile, the Chinese ain't buying soybeans from us no more because of policies Donald Trump put in, and they voted for us. I don't know what we're gonna do. I know what you should have did. You should have voted for somebody that wasn't gonna put tariffs out there. I love God, but God can't save you from nonsense. You don't deserve a bailout. You can't sit here and vote one way, and then when your economy gets decimated, your way of life gets destroyed, you want to pray to God? God didn't tell you to go to that poll and vote against your own best interest. That was your own damn problem. That was you. But don't ask for prayer when you block your own blessing. That's why I don't feel bad for these farmers. You voted for this, and now you reap what you sow.
Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace, every weekday from 12 to 1. Streaming live on YouTube and on 1017 The Truth.
I'm very familiar with Gruber Law Offices because they're always out in the community.
Gruber Law Offices are known to be honest, hardworking.
They're always involved in our neighborhoods.
Gruber Law Offices make our community a better place.
They are the best. For nearly 40 years, Gruber Law Offices has helped people throughout Wisconsin. If you're injured, we're here to help. One call, that's all.
Wisconsin would not be the same without Gruber Law Offices.
Tune in Friday night as two of the top teams in the conference go at it as the Hilltoppers take on the Brookfield East Spartans on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Join our coverage starting at 6:30 p.m., leading up to kickoff at 7 p.m. Marquette Hilltoppers football is presented by Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. And sponsored by Left's Lucky Town, C.G. Schmidt, Capital Insurance Agency, Boyle Fredrickson, Annex Wealth Management, Magic Productions, and Berghardt Sporting Goods.
Your big night deserves more than just music. Prom, homecoming, graduation, weddings, corporate gatherings. Every occasion deserves a soundtrack that elevates the moment. I'm Kyrie, DJ Reed Maniac Brooks, community leader and your dedicated DJ. From the very first consultation to the last track, I'll make sure every detail aligns with your vision. For more information about how you can make your event unforgettable, visit www.djreemaniac.com. That's www.djreemaniac.com. Make your event an experience with DJ Reemaniac.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report with GP.
What it do?
In studio. Hey, GP. It's a lot going on this Friday.
It's a lot.
Hey, we try to get out. We try to get out this week on a good note, but it seemed like there may be some trouble in the relationship waters.
I mean, it depends on who you are and how how your woman or I guess your partner is kind of operating around.
Right.
But it's kind of funny. This is a post that T. Lowe actually sent me.
Right.
And
I wanted you to break this down.
No, we can go right through it. So basically, Tory, for those who are listening, sent me a post, a Facebook post that's kind of viral, and the caption for it basically is the types of men that can easily steal your woman.
Right.
And so it's ranked in 1 through 10. I don't know if this is in exact order, but I'll share the top 10, and then I guess we can kind of re-rank it. I think we should go back through it. But number 1 is the gym instructor. Number 2 is the work husband. Number 3 is the male best friend. Number 4, club promoter /
Number
DJ.
5.
Number 5, the ex who still checks in. Number 6, the older mentor. Number 7, the charismatic friend group leader. Number 8, the photographer. Number 9, the trainer / dance instructor. And number 10, the guy she goes to for emotional support.
Oh, wow. So these are people that can actually take your girl.
People who have
a great chance of taking your girl.
Wait, what number was DJ? I thought
DJ was number 4. I'm moving you up to a sneaky number 3. That's because
number 2.
I don't know. 1? I think work husband is number 1. Work husband is dangerous. Work husband is so dangerous. I got work husband number 1. I got male best friend number 2, and then I got club promoter DJ number 3.
Oh wow!
I think
I think that I would go with the gym instructor, the trainer.
I don't think that's
because the trainer all buff. He got you up there, he got you in all these different positions. He trying to make sure that you get all of the gluteus maximus muscles and all of that. He trying to get you in shape. And
if he got to spot you, he got you lifting too much weight.
He working you.
Nah.
He got you doing the squats.
I'm gonna be on your girl like.
Yeah.
You could correct without having to get behind somebody though.
Yeah, but you can't. If you're doing squats, you got to get right behind it.
Nah.
And guide it down and guide it back up.
Ain't going for it.
You ain't going for it. That's why I got him at number 1.
I don't think that's that dangerous. I think there's plenty of other fitness classes for someone to engage in that doesn't need a big, buff, strong person up behind them or, hey, fix your spine, your posture, or this was that. I don't think that's...
She's not signing up for that.
You don't think women love Pilates and solid core and all that other stuff? I think that's a viable option for working out.
I think the work husband coming in at number 2.
Work husband is number 2.
It's definitely number 2.
It's just
because he can understand your stress at work.
Well, that's the thing. People spend over half of their lives at work. If you really think about it, if someone works a normal 9 to 5, you're in the office for 40 hours a week. You might be at home for less of that, less time than that. So if you come into work and all your problems just seem to be weighing down on you, it's so...
Who gonna understand it? But your work husband or your work wife.
Yeah, Tom in the cubicle right next to you. Tom hears you on the phone texting and calling about why isn't dinner made when you get home?
Wow.
Or, you going out with the boys,
ready.
you staying out a little late. Yeah, it's super easy. You writing earshot of all of the problems. So you just writing down a list and just checking it twice. And you can kind of prepare, what your move is going to be next. I think the DJ is also super dangerous because when people go out, they kind of want to feel like superstars. I'm just being honest.
Wow.
No, real. The
DJ definitely number 3.
But it's different. When the girls step out and they want to be baddies and they got the heels on and the hair done and they got their best looking outfit on.
They want attention.
Yeah, they don't want to stand in general population.
He taking their requests.
Yeah, exactly. Girls walking up, phone right on their head, asking for whatever song that they want to hear. Or, hey, y'all don't got no section? Come hang out with me and my homies.
You ain't got a bottle here.
Yeah, it's so easy. It's such an easy layup.
Come get in VIP.
Come on now.
All drinks on me.
I think the older mentor is kind of dangerous too, or not even. No, matter of fact, the guy she goes to for emotional support is kind of dangerous as well too, though.
But he's not looked at as something that's. He looked at the guy with the emotional support is kind of soft, kind of.
I wouldn't say soft.
I mean, he's not looked at as the alpha. He's not looked at as an alpha.
That's a calculated attack, though. I think.
What you mean?
Because think about it, if you are the guy that she goes to for emotional support, you guys have already had some type of friendship or relationship.
That emotional connection.
But that's the thing.
It can be dangerous.
Yeah, you've been there for some of the hard. You probably were there for the first breakup or the second breakup, so you kind of know how this person thinks and how this person operates.
Like I said, the emotional guy is looked at as a friend. He's like Barbara said, the emotional guy is more in the friend zone.
But I was gonna say that. I think that's
you can't. It's hard to get out the friend zone once you get into the friend zone.
It ain't too hard. It depends on how invested you are in this girl.
Have you ever made it out the friend zone?
Of course, but it took a year or two. It takes some real digging. You just got to be there, and you got to be the I told you so. That's all. It don't take much either. It's like a silent assassin. It's like someone attacking in the night. Oh yeah, Jason and me and Jason, we struggling again. You for real? I told you about Jason. I don't know why you went back with him the first.
You sound like you didn't said this before.
I know ball. I know ball. Hey, I want better for you than you want for yourself. You can start spamming that hockey. No, I think there's a lot of scenarios. I think the thing is, we talked about it the other day too. If you are a fine woman and you take care of yourself, hair done, nails done, and men are trained to hunt, and essentially, if we talk about men who should approach women and make the first move or kind of, dictate what they want and how they need to operate, you're struggling. These kind of circumstances befall you anywhere. Women can barely go to Walgreens to go get groceries without being stopped sometimes, or you coming straight out the nail salon and somebody seeing you doing your thing looking good. So it's hard out there.
Well, there's somebody on the list that ain't made the list. I ain't see him on the list.
What's on the list? What you talking about?
The male best friend.
Male best friend? Top 5.
I'm talking about like your buddy.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, but that's an agreement. That's a handshake.
No, I'm talking about like your best friend, the male's best friend. I didn't see that on the list.
You talking about like a friend of your friend?
I see that shit. Her male best friend is on the list,
right?
But not your best friend ain't on the list.
But I'm saying that's like making a treaty. Think about it. That's like two countries at war, and we kind of shake hands and hey, like if things don't work out on this side, feel free to steal some territory. That's kind of what it is. It's like trading land. That's kind of what it is.
Ain't no fun if the homie can't have none.
Listen, I didn't.
That's what it sounds like.
It'd be like one man's, slip up might be another man's blessing.
That's what y'all New York cats, y'all got that logic where y'all don't really, Cam. If you listen to Cam and Mace, they just don't care.
Because New York cats, we not tender.
Oh wow,
they come a dime a dozen. I hate to talk. Oh, wow. I hate to talk about them. I hate to talk about women like this. But we kind of just understand. If you got that swag and that vibe and that aura, they come, by the dozen. You're gonna have to pick a litter, or you're gonna have a choice all the time. So if you don't want it, let somebody else have it.
Oh, wow.
If I treat it a certain way, my friend might treat it a completely different way. I know you over there just dying laughing, but that's just kind of how it is. It should never be off limits to me.
Let him cook.
No, it should never be off limits to me because you didn't do what you needed to do as a man. That's how I feel. It is what it is. And we talk about it all the time. Some people saving and putting on capes and stuff like that. But, hey, you never know. Somebody's side piece might be somebody's wife one day.
You just grabbing it off the rebound.
Yeah, I would say it's
you
like
just trying to get your board.
It's on sale. If it's on sale, I'm gonna go pick it up.
Oh wow!
I don't want to spend full price
on the clearance item.
Yeah, that's how I see.
Wow.
Hold on, wait. One more thing before we go to break. You having a basketball game and you ain't asked me to play?
Hey, well, I told everybody about it.
I ain't hear about it. I hoop. What's up?
Dang, you hoop?
Yeah, I hoop.
You might be my secret weapon.
You need a point guard?
You hoop?
I hoop. I get busy.
Okay.
I'm like Chris Paul. That's my comp. That's my player comp. I'm like Chris Paul.
Do you shoot threes?
I'm a lefty. I can shoot. I can play the corner. I can spot up a little bit.
We gonna figure this out.
We gonna talk about it. We gonna figure it out.
Hey,
I got a jersey. I know you got a jersey.
Hey, we might be able to finagle something. Hey, look. Thank you, GP, for coming through.
As always.
Hey, look. When we come back, we gonna open up the lines. I got a question for Truth Nation on this Friday. Stay locked in.
Ready to hit the road in your new car? At Brewery Credit Union, we make it easy with affordable payment options on auto loans designed to fit your budget. Whether it's a brand new ride or the perfect used vehicle, we'll help you get behind the wheel faster. With flexible terms, quick approvals, and personalized service you can trust. Don't wait. Start your journey today. Apply online at brewerycu.com or visit us at Brewery Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA.
We are the American Cancer Society, making strides against breast cancer. We are nearly 1 million strong and growing stronger every day. Join us on Saturday, October 11th at 8 a.m. at Summerfest Southgate as we come together for the Making Strides of Milwaukee Walk. Whether you walk for a survivor, in the memory of a loved one, or to support the American Cancer Society, you bring us closer to a future free from breast cancer. Are you ready to join the #1 breast cancer movement in the country right here in Milwaukee? Sign up for free today at www.makingstrideswalk.org/MilwaukeeWI.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives, from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other, leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, Teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
You are listening to the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations. 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. This is your 1017 The Truth News Update.
Hello, everyone. This is Rhea Riley with your news update. A Racine Hospital employee faces charges for leaving her disabled child in a car while working. 26-year-old Kayla Hamilton has been charged with felony child neglect. According to TMJ4, police say she left her nonverbal autistic daughter in a car while working at Ascension All Saints Hospital in Racine. This happened Wednesday night when security staff found the child in a vehicle. Investigators say the child was wearing a coat, but no shoes or socks in the mid-40-degree temperatures. If convicted, Hamilton could face over 3 years in prison. The man accused of putting superglue into his coworker's soda avoids jail time. 35-year-old Joseph Ross pled guilty to one felony charge of placing foreign objects in edibles. Prosecutors say a woman working at State Fair Park noticed a strong chemical smell coming from her open drinks on her desk, and she had been getting sick after consuming the drinks. After setting up a hidden camera, she captured Ross adding a substance to her drink, which turned out to be superglue. A judge stayed Ross's sentence of 18 months in jail, placing him on probation for 3 years instead. FEMA aid is already making an impact after August's historic flooding in southeast Wisconsin. So far, the federal agency has distributed nearly $92 million to help with flood recovery. $82 million of that has gone to over 15,000 residents in Milwaukee County alone. The U.S. Small Business Administration has already approved just over $10 million in disaster loans for business owners, homeowners, and renters. The deadline to apply for FEMA aid is November 12th. This has been your news update. The Tory Lowe Show continues on the new 1017 The Truth.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory, Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory, Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 1017 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show. Hey, look, it's Friday. It's been a busy week. It's been a busy week. Salute. We was out at Cousins yesterday going live. They were putting out their new menu items, the chicken crispy tender and 2 subs involving the chicken crispy tender. So it's just been amazing. This week, we had to deal with a lot of the elderly situations, but it's Friday, and we got a situation where a young man was unalived by an off-duty officer. We got that whole situation that's going on. Just too much to, many times when we have to understand and break down different situations in our community, it just takes time, and many times we want answers right away, but we're going to try to get to the bottom of a lot of these situations. But today, my question of the day is for this Friday, Freaky Friday. And the question of the day, because GP brought up the list we were discussing at the Pop Culture Report, and it made me raise an eyebrow. It made me raise a huge eyebrow. And the question of the day, if you're looking in the chat, Who has the best chance of stealing your significant other? That's the question of the day. Who has the best chance? I ain't say they was going, because some people just ain't going. If they got they one, it don't matter who come. If they pick, they not going nowhere. But if you not they pick, you might have to keep one eye open. 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. Who has the best chance of stealing your significant other? Is it the work wife, work husband, the DJ or entertainer? You know, somebody at the club, somebody out in the entertainment, DJ, bartender, somebody, in the entertainment field, personal trainer or other. Let me know. 833-212-1017. Let's have some fun this Friday. Let me know what you're thinking. We already got a call already. We got the caller on the lines. How you doing, caller?
Man, awesome, Tory. Lowe, how you feeling, my brother?
Bless us, brother. It's been a long week.
I did want to add on to what the brother in the studio was saying about certain regions of the area where brothers aren't tender. There are SAPs I've been all around this country and in different countries. Everywhere you go, there is a SAP. So
can you explain what a SAP is?
A SAP is exactly what he was describing, somebody who would try to turn a pro into a housewife.
Oh, wow.
So if as them brothers from Brooklyn, Houdini said, if you can take her, she's never been yours. If she can be taken, she's never been yours.
Right.
And if you're not engaged, she's not that significant of an other, because you would be one step away from that marital piece where, for example, she couldn't even, if she would have the choice not to testify against you in court, because the law says you can't make someone testify against a spouse. So, if somebody can take her from you, she ain't really yours. And actually, the greater concentration of people who are what Brother GP described live right here in Milwaukee, and for generations. And there's facts that you can look up about this. Tell him to Google Iceberg Slim, and in Oakland. So I don't know where that thought process of certain regions, but the greater concentration of the type of brother he was describing is from the city of that jersey, which is real slick that he had on, that hoodie.
Right.
Right here in Milwaukee, and by choice, not by force. That's what I'm saying.
All right, so, but that's real game, though.
Players, he's right where players are from our granddaddies to our great granddaddies. Right here in Milwaukee and in Oakland, where they shot that one film that I don't have to say over the air.
Yeah, we already know what you're talking about.
You follow me?
It was on HBO.
So no, not that one.
Oh.
Way before that, in the 70s.
Wow.
But so that's what I'm saying. For generations, these two cities all over the country have been known as brothers who manipulate well within the space of women, and most of the time we don't need to get our brothers or friends leftovers. Maybe that's an East Coast or a New York thing. So much love, Brother GP, but I do have to push back on that whole thought process. And it ain't where you're from; it's where you're at.
Hey, they say where you from is how you come.
There it is.
Hey,
and how you protect yourself when you do that.
Hey,
I think the comedian Michael Collier said, "We're one each and every time." Tory Lowe.
All right.
So that's all I got to say on that.
All right, Y'all
have fun.
Have a fun, safe weekend. Hey, look, let me tell you something. It's some people that think that they can get your significant other, whether it's male or female. They think that if they catch him outside, they're gonna put him on the hook. They're gonna reel him in. But the question of the day, what's the question of the day? How do we word this, DJ Brother Z?
Who has the best chance of stealing your significant other?
Who has the best chance of taking your significant other? Is it the gym instructor? Maybe it's somebody that's doing yoga too. This male and female. Dudes go out to the gym all the time. Hey, baby, I'll be back. I got to run out to the gym. Maybe it's somebody in them yoga stretch pants. I don't know. Work wife, work husband.
The male or female best buddy. The club promoter, the DJ, the entertainer. I want to know who has the best shot at getting your significant other. Somebody, hold on, let me look in the chat right quick. Somebody come look at this. Somebody said the pastor. The spiritual leader. You know, it's a whole thing with that. It's a whole thing with the church thing. Hey, but hey, when you got God on your side, that's some strong game right there. Did you see the one preacher that just got raided? They said they was doing all kinds of stuff. They just got raided out of, I think it was out of Georgia somewhere. They had this big ministry that just got raided. The FBI had to crack down on them. $50 million, church. They said they was making like $50,000, and he said that him and Jesus Christ was buddies. Like he had like talks with Jesus Christ personally. This is what they were saying when they broke the story that he was telling the congregation. We got Brother Love on the lines. Brother Love, who has the best chance, Brother Love, of taking your significant other, Brother Love? How you doing today?
Hey, happy Friday, Tory. How you feeling this
Brother
Friday,
Love.
man?
Hey, I'm feeling powerful.
Yes, sir. Man, hey, Tory, I just want to lay this foundation first before I say it. Man, Tory, my heart is broken because of what happened to that lady, that young lady. I think her name was Kamante McFarland, and her husband Guy or something. And he killed her in the driveway, Tory.
I heard about that story.
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry about that, Tory. That our black women are dying, Tory, because I don't know, man. If black men do, is there anything that influenced him to do that, or if he could have had an outlet to call and talk to someone? But yeah, though, Tory. But I think and rest in peace to her, and God bless her family. And I think, Tory, the guy that's most feared and they can take a man's woman, I think, are the gay guys.
Oh wow! Explain.
Yes, women love gay men.
What you think they could turn them back straight, or is that the urge, or is that the excitement, or what are you trying to say? They share makeup or what? I mean, what's the connection?
Hey, Tory. Hey, I'm going to say that I think it links in to turning them back straight, Tory. I'm agree with you.
They think that they can change their life.
Yes. I agree with you. And brother, have a blessed weekend, and God bless.
Brother Love, thank you for tapping in. Hey, I didn't see that on the list. I didn't see that on the top 10. But I do see the ex who checks in. That ex person that keeping tabs. Hey, how you doing? I miss you. That type of ex. 833-212-1017. Who is the person that could possibly? I ain't saying it can happen because y'all might, y'all might have a love so strong that it's impenetrable. It can't penetrate it. But the question of the day is, who is most likely, who has the ability to take your significant other? Who has the ability to do this? I seen some on the list. They said the older mentor. How can that happen? I guess they got a little description on the older mentor. He plays the calm, wise, understanding role. The person admires their maturity and composure and confidence. I don't know, DJ Brother Z. Maybe they admire the person, but then do that translate to I want to be with you?
Not always.
Not always. I don't know. The photographer. Now the photographer could be a problem, DJ Brother Z. Because he got to take the pictures, and then y'all know how y'all want to take the pictures. Y'all want to, maybe it's Valentine's Day. Maybe you want to get out here, you know what I mean? And some of y'all try to, do these provocative poses. I don't know. And if he can capture the beauty, why can't he actually capture the beautiful? I don't know. 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. Who has the best shot at, getting your significant other? What do we got? What are they saying in the chat, DJ Brother Z? What they saying in the poll?
45% of people say work husband or wife. 10% say DJ or bartender. 10% say personal trainer, and 35% say other.
Okay, then somebody got in here the choir director. What?
They just making stuff up.
The choir director? Nah, I don't know. The person that's clapping talking about we walk by faith, I don't know. Maybe they walking by faith and not by sight, right into your significant other's arms. I don't know. I don't see. What else they said in there? What else they got in the chat? I don't know. I'm trying to see. Y'all done said so much stuff in this chat. Well, look, we're going to run the break. I got a couple stories that I want to get out the way before we get out of here this Friday. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, it's time to elevate the conversation at our second annual Truth Summit happening Saturday, November 15th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Thrive on King. This free in-person roundtable dives deep into Milwaukee's most pressing issues, from bridging the healthcare divide to rebuilding our educational pipeline. Join me, Dr. Ken Harris, and expert guests for powerful insights and lively debate you won't hear anywhere else. Reserve your spot at 1017thetruth.com. Sponsored by 1MKE and Thrive on King. It's 1017 The Truth. Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin always have the winning game plan. Check out the championship caliber play call this month. A whole house of beautiful, new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month, and get this, 0% interest for up to 60 months. That's like running a drive that keeps moving the chains with no penalties and no interest. And I can tell you from my experience, Pella windows actually stop the drafts. You'll stay comfortable no matter how cold it gets outside. Think about it. Energy savings, comfort, and a great monthly payment you can actually manage. That's why I trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and why this is the right time to make your move. Call today and schedule your free consultation at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 10/31 of 2025.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Tune in Friday night as two of the top teams in the conference go at it as the Hilltoppers take on the Brookfield East Spartans on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Join our coverage starting at 6:30 p.m., leading up to kickoff at 7 p.m. Marquette Hilltoppers football is presented by Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. And sponsored by Left's Lucky Town, C.G. Schmidt, Capital Insurance Agency, Boyle Fredrickson, Annex Wealth Management, Magic Productions, and Burghardt Sporting Goods.
Junior Achievement is proud to team up with the Admirals to help young people build the skills they need to win in school, in work, and in life. Thank you to the Milwaukee Admirals for supporting JA programming and for giving our students a power play toward a brighter future. To learn more, visit wisconsin.ja.org.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, But if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
.101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Question of the day. Who has the best chance of taking your significant other? It's a couple people saying that the work husband and the work wife most definitely in the lead. The DJ and the friend, the best friend. The male or female buddy. I don't know. If you had any experience with this, call in 833-212-1017. Have your significant other been taken in the past? Who did it? Was it anybody on this list? You can remain anonymous. You can definitely remain anonymous. We ain't gonna put you out there. We ain't trying to put all your business out there, but I want to know. Oh, wow. Boss Up 76 said the weed man. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. They didn't let the trap star that then got your girl. That's wild. 833-212-1017. Hey, it may be some people that ain't even on the list. Have you ever lost a significant other to who? Who did it? 833-212-1017. You can remain anonymous. But there is a story I want to get to. I want to get to this because we got to get back to before we get out the week. I seen a story, and they say out of Denmark, they're trying to ban or trying to not allow for people 15 and under to use social media. They're considering a proposed media ban for children under age 15. And I may not be against this because I talk about how people are being groomed online. I may not be against this because there's so many people targeting youth on these social media sites. That may be the way to go. Denmark considers social media ban for children under the age of 15. We got video if you're watching this, we broadcast live. Let's listen.
Weighing a social media ban for kids, Denmark's prime minister is proposing to block children 15 and under from using social media. She points to rising rate of anxiety and depression among young users. Australia passed a similar law last year banning social media for anyone under 16. Meanwhile, TikTok and other platforms are pushing back, running ads that highlight their use as educational tools.
I kind of support that.
Hey, what do you think, DJ Brother Z? Do you think kids 15 and under should be banned from using social media? I guess we got to add to the question, Truth Nation, add to the question of the day. Is your 15-year-old online? Are you having problems? Do you think 15 and under should be banned from using social media? That's the question. And I'm going to tell you this. When I go after runaways, young girls, the majority of the time, I try to get a hold of their social media. Because if I can get a hold of their social media, I could probably find out exactly where they went. I'm interested. I believe many times I'm not going to push back because I found several girls due to them being active on social media. I always ask where they phone at. Thank God that the father in one situation took the girl's phone a month before she went missing. So the father and the mother was separated. The father lived in Chicago. He took her phone from what he found in the phone, and then he left and went, he lives in Chicago. He took the phone with him to Chicago. The mom was right here in Milwaukee, so when the girl went missing, I knew that it had something to do with social media because she was having problems with dealing with strangers on social media and talking to people on social media. So guess what happened? The mother had forgot that the father took the phone. So while we was looking, trying to figure it out, I talked to the father, because the father was looking for his daughter. And I said, was she talking to anybody online? He said, you know what, Tory? I got her phone because I took it a month ago. He had to drive all the way up from Chicago, DJ Brother Z, to bring me her phone that he took a month ago. I looked at her phone, found a potential suspect, and guess where she was? She was with this person in Indiana. So I had to call the Indiana police to go over there and do a check, and guess what happened when they went over there? She was in there. And the mother didn't even know she was there. The mother didn't even know that she was a runaway, that she was there. She just thought that this was some girl that her son was talking to. And so the dad had to drive, Indiana and Chicago right next door. So the dad went over there and got her. But do you believe that these young girls, these young kids should be involved on these social media sites? Do you got kids? Or do you allow them to be on social media? Are you having problems with your kids and they logged in to social media? I don't think this is a bad idea. I mean, is there any sites that's really safe for youth?
Club Penguin.
What'd you say, Club Penguin?
Yep.
That's safe for youth?
Yeah, it's like a Disney site.
It's a Disney. Well, it's a Disney site, but they do have like things that you can restrict, like the usage of the kid. Like you can have the restrictions on, you can have the guards up. But I'm gonna tell you right now, when my son started playing Roblox, he been playing Roblox for a while. We got so many guards up for Roblox. So what happened was he would come to me and be like, hey, somebody keep giving me free items or in Roblox. And I said, do you know that person? And he was like, no, but he was excited because he was getting free stuff. So I went and looked in, and I had to block that person because that potentially was the groomer. And nowadays, when I was coming up, once you bought the game, that was it. Like once you bought the game, you didn't have to pay no more money. Now you can buy a game and they'll continue to charge you for skins, to unlock things, for characters. They can continue to make money off of you forever off of just the game. This new generation, boy, y'all getting screwed. I'm trying to tell you. This new generation, you can buy the game and you still got to pay. You still got to pay. We used to buy the game. That was it. You completed the game, and then you got a little fancy ending at the end with little fireworks or something, a little story ending, and that was it. And then you tried to trade the game with your buddy. Once you flipped the game, it was other people in the neighborhood that had different games that flipped their game, so then you just would trade with them. Now gaming is like a money grab. Like I know somebody that said they child took their credit card
and use the game. That was back a couple years ago. I think they got safeguards up now. But the kid used the credit card to pay for stuff in the game. I said, what are you buying in the game? They buying all kinds of stuff in these games. And I know some people who've been playing games so much that they meet certain people inside the game because now it's online. They play the game so much, now their girlfriend is in the game. Now I know gamers, young kids that say they boyfriend or girlfriend is in the game, is an avatar in the game. They building whole relationships in the video games now. Motor Elephant says, why would kids need social media when most of their friends are in the neighborhood? No, they ain't playing with the kids down the street no more. Ain't no play dates with the neighbor. We came up like that. My friends lived on the block. We didn't have social media. We didn't have TikTok. So your buddies had to be from the block or from school. And if you went to church, you had some friends at church that you would play with. You had some friends in the neighborhood you would play with. And then you had your buddies at school that you would play with. I don't think nobody making buddies. Who letting their kids play with the kids down the street? I'm interested. It may be some communities that's doing it, but I don't think people letting their kids go down the block and play with the kids no more. I think that's a thing of the past. If somebody listening to the show and y'all allowing y'all kids to go down the street and play with the neighbors' kids, I want to know. Maybe some family members that live in the same neighborhood that they'll go to the family member house, or you got a friend that live down the street, you don't mind them playing with the kids. But it ain't like how we used to do it. We used to be outside all day. We used to know every kid within a certain radius in the neighborhood, and we used to all go to the basketball court. We used to play football. We used to play kickball. That was the way it was when we was coming up. But now I don't see that. Now, if you see it, let me know. Hit me up in the chat. Hit me up on the talk to text. But nowadays, it's social media. Somebody in the chat, 0979, says, Tory Lowe, is Miss Drody on the list? There's plenty of songs about it. LOL. Who is Miss Drody? It's some songs about Miss Drody. I don't know. I'm lost. I don't know who Miss Drody is. Somebody said in the talk to text, 5923 says the probation officer. The probation officer might be somebody who could get your significant other. Hey, look, I'll let you come in at a certain time if you be mine, if you could be mine. I don't know. I can see people coming from a certain advantage point. The parole officer got a lot of power over your significant other. I don't know. I'm going to let you go to Chicago for your birthday and look the other way. If you want to play. I don't know. Everybody think they slick nowadays. Everybody got a little game that they running. The probation officer. What y'all think? Christopher Giles says they hate Ray and Pookie now. They hate Ray and Pookie nowadays. They love Bill and Jeff and Ron. What? Bill, Jeff, and Ron. I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out. Josh in the chat says, I'd rather play Warzone and Fortnite if I do play. Fortnite is too cartoonish for me, but they started that free game but charge you once you get in. Fortnite. See, they gonna keep you trapped in the world in the video game now. A lot of y'all trapped in these games. And then once you get up a couple $300 in the game, you're not finna turn it off. DJ Brother Z, have you ever paid to play in the game?
What do you mean play it?
Like you play in the game and then they say you got to get an extra character, unlock a character, or you got to, if you want your car to look a certain way. You know what I mean?
all the time.
So how much money have you paid to be inside a game that you purchased?
Over $5,000.
What?
Are you YouTubing the game? Are you a gamer online? Do you put it on the YouTube and try to stream it? Okay. Yeah, but what I'm saying is once you locked in like that, DJ Brother Z, I'm not coming out. As soon as I get home, I'm playing. I got it. I'm invested.
Speaking of, I gotta play my game.
I gotta go play the game? All right, well, when we get back, we'll have more conversation, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 5 and 20%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. Visit amfam.com to learn more. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Experience, knowledge, results. That's what really matters when you need help after a serious truck accident. You'll need a lawyer experienced in fighting and winning for people just like you. Gruber Law Offices has the resources, strong track record of success, and a team of experienced lawyers to take care of your needs. We've successfully helped people injured in big truck accidents for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
This is your Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin Community Impact Moment on 1017 The Truth.
I want you to really stress the importance of having an ethnically diverse blood supply. But I guess, what do you say to people that, for whatever reason, are apprehensive about giving blood?
It's not by accident that we are building this fixed donation site right in the heart of this Halyard Park, Harambe neighborhood. And to your point, our black and brown donors, it probably represents the smallest demographic in our donor base. That's attributed to multiple reasons. For those of us that understand the history, there is a lot of underlying mistrust of the healthcare system. And quite frankly, there's already challenges with how busy people are, how accessible they are to even know where to go to donate blood. And let's face it, a lot of folks are scared of needles, right? But when they get through all of that, the importance, I think, is a heavier burden on our black and brown communities, because there are a lot of different blood diseases that require what I'll call more of a match in blood that only comes from people of similar ethnicities. Something that's specific to our black donors and patients is something that I think your listeners are very familiar with: sickle cell disease. The only therapy that get them through their day-to-day life is blood transfusions. And it's not just what I'll call average or normal blood type or blood transfusion. It's actually a specific blood with a specific type called RO blood. And this RO blood typically only comes from people of African descent and Hispanic descent. And so that's why it's so important that our donor base is diverse, so that it helps our ethnically diverse patient population.
To make an impact by donating blood in your community, visit versity.org today.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. The Pack is back after their bye week. They face off against newly acquired Joe Flacco for the second time this year and the Bengals. That matchup is Sunday at 3:25. It's win-or-go-home time for the Brewers as the Cubs force a Game 5 after being down 2-0.
Here comes the pitch to Bush. It's a high fly to right center. Perkins is back onto the warning track, and it is gone. Michael Bush hits another solo homer. It's his fourth home run of this postseason and the third in this series.
The final showdown will take place at American Family Field on Saturday for Game 5 of the NLDS. First pitch will be at 7:08. Badger football face the Iowa Hawkeyes at Camp Randall Saturday night. Kickoff begins at 6. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams, member FDIC.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Think it's a game.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show, DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. We got breaking news. I just got an alert. I just got an email, a press media alert sent to my messaging. Family of Elijah Wilkes retains National Civil Rights Attorney B. Ivy Lamar following officer-involved shooting. The family is now being represented by Attorney B. Ivy Lamar. The young man, Elijah Wilkes, that was shot by the off-duty police officer on 51st and Mill Road, has obtained Attorney B. Ivy Lamar for representation. Press conference to announce family of Elijah Wilkes have retained B. Ivy Lamar to conduct an independent investigation into the circumstances surrounding the fatal officer-involved shooting of Mr. Wilkes. This is going to happen today at 4:30, intersection of 51st Street and Mill Road. There will be a press conference at 4:30 at the intersection of 51st Street and Mill Road in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, with the attorney B. Ivy Lamar and family of Elijah Wilkes, community leaders and supporters. Media is encouraged to attend. This is what I try to tell people, like, when we talk about communities having questions when it comes to situations with police, not only police-involved shootings, they're saying that this is an off-duty officer that pulled his service weapon, and now the victim in this situation don't have a side to the story. So now you have to believe what the off-duty officer is saying. I heard online, I was tagged in several videos of people who had video, and the police saying that they have video, and the people in the community are saying that, okay, the story is not matching up. There were several witnesses. Their story didn't match up. Y'all, we played the article. One guy said that he heard a lot of gunfire, and then another person said they only heard the off-duty officer shooting. So what is really going on? If there is video, say no more, release the video. But salute to Attorney B. Ivy Lamar for getting involved to do an investigation. We may have to send let Colin Kaepernick do the second autopsy in this situation. Colin Kaepernick's still doing that autopsy thing with people that are involved in these situations. We just want answers. That's it. We just want answers. We want straight answers. And the best way to get the real answers is actually, let's watch the video if it's a video. But once again, breaking news, Attorney B. Ivy Lamar will be looking into the circumstances with the family of Elijah Wilkes. They have retained Attorney B. Ivy Lamar, Milwaukee native, National Civil Rights Attorney, to look into the situation and the circumstances. There will be a press conference today at 4:30 p.m. at the intersection of 51st Street and Mill Road in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Attorney B. Ivy Lamar will be there along with the family, community leaders, and supporters. Hey, here we go. I can understand when people want to get the answers, and many times when we've asked for answers, it was hard to get the true answers from law enforcement. Because they say it's under investigation. Even after the investigation, I'm going to tell you this. Personally, I have never seen the situation with Joel Acevedo and Michael Mattioli. I have never seen the actual video of what happened. After all this time. And Michael Mattioli was found not guilty. But I've never laid eyes on that video. The public have never seen what took place with Michael Mattioli and Joel Acevedo. That video, we tried to get that video.
they tied that video up in court so we couldn't see the video. So when they say they have video, I know that there's things that they can maneuver and finagle when it comes to video. I have not, even after everything is done, nobody has seen the actual footage from Joel Acevedo. Joel Acevedo in the house, off duty. He was killed in his house. I don't know nobody had seen the video. I'm close to the family. I was working close with the family, and I ain't seen the video. Because they tied the video up. They redacted the video. So this is a tricky situation. This is a tricky situation, and salute to Attorney B. Ivy Lamar for getting involved. And like I said, that brother is one bad brother right there when it comes to fighting for those that he represents right here in the state of Wisconsin. We've done multiple situations out here where we had to bring to light what's going on or what they wouldn't put out there for the community to know. And thank God I got a show where the families can come and talk about what's going on, where the witnesses can come and talk about what's going on instead of being chopped up and not allowed to say everything they need to say. So we'll keep everybody up to date on the situation. I guess we're going to be headed over to 51st and Mill Road after the show today. That's where I'm ahead. I'm going to get over there and see what's happening in with Attorney B. Ivy Lamar and the family. And like all we want is answers. All we want is the truth. That's it. And it's sad that when it comes to what goes on in the black neighborhood and what goes on with law enforcement, there's not a lot of transparency. I'm going to be honest with you. It's not. I know some people, y'all want to go by the book and think that everybody law-abiding and going by the books. Well, I don't know what township you living in. Hey, I've been asking for transparency for the last 17 years I know of. Hey. But look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
This is 1017 The Truth's Kyle Wallace, and I am Milwaukee. I take great pride in being a 414 boy and representing the city that I love. The great memories I have of going to Northtown Cinema to see movies with family and friends, to going to Capitol Court to see the Black Santa Claus, this city has helped shape me into the man that I am today, and I pledge to utilize my voice as a way to advocate for you in our community. Join the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations where you can speak your truth. We are the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Milwaukee Black Talk.
We believe that self-care isn't selfish. I'm Maddie from Sweet Talks, a women-owned and operated medical spa fostering self-love and confidence. We believe that beauty is about feeling empowered from within, and it's truly a passion for our team at Sweet Talks. Your goals are our goals. Our services go beyond injectables, including facials, lasers, medical weight loss, hormone therapy, and more. There's even a cafe, complimentary to all patients. Get started today at Sweet Talks in Menominee Falls. Learn more at sweettalks.com.
It's a bird bash at Potawatomi. Thursdays, you could win up to $50,000 cash in the Bird Bash game show. Just play with your rewards card this October for a chance to win. Wouldn't you like to rake in a huge pile of cash? Bird Bash, only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. More info at potawatomi.com/birdbash. Must be 21 years old to play.
This is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth for Axe Housing. Are you tired of paying a landlord rent when you should be paying yourself? Do you want to leave a financial legacy, or would you like to have a stable place to call home? Well, it's time for you to start on the path to owning your own home instead of renting. You can work with an Axe Housing coach, and they will teach you how home ownership can be a reality. Axe Housing has helped over 4,000 families in our neighborhoods. Many times your mortgage will be a lot less than what you're paying for rent. As an average Axe family who has been helped pays around $900 per month. No matter what barriers you think you're facing, Axe Housing coaches can assist you right now. An Axe Housing coach will help you create and stick to a plan and a budget and get you ready for home ownership. If you're not dreaming of home ownership by now, you certainly should be. Let's make it a reality with Axe Housing. Get started on a virtual orientation by clicking on axehousing.org. That is ACTS housing.org. Don't let where you are financially right now get in the way of your very bright future of becoming a homeowner. Axe coaches are here to help.
You are listening to the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Tory Lowe Show, DJ Brother D on the ones and twos. Salute to Tanya Wiley Brown, publicist for Attorney B. Ivy Lamar, for sending me the communication. Hey, we get it raw, we get it live right here on the Tory Lowe Show. Salute to WCP Consulting for making sure that I had the update information. Once again, for those that are tuning in, the family of Elijah Wilkes have obtained National Civil and Human Rights Attorney B. Ivy Lamar, born and raised right here in the city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The press conference will be today at 4:30 p.m. on 51st Street and Mill Road. If y'all want to come out, I'll see y'all out there at 51st and Mill Road. The family got questions, conflicting stories about what took place with the off-duty officer. I wonder, did the officer hit him, or did he hit the officer? That's a question. You don't never hear. They say it was an accident, but who hit who? You know, they're not specific in that. And then when we talk about there was a gun retrieved from the scene, was it on him? You know what? Because a lot of people there's a video going around, and I'm not showing it on my show, because I saw this video with the young man still laying on the ground, and the car was driving past, and we didn't see a gun laying out there, but we did see the off-duty officer in a position several feet back, you know, still engaging in the incident. So what's going on here? Like, if it was a shootout and he got, you know, hit, you would think that the gun would be somewhere laying by him or on the side or still in his hand or by the body. So I don't know at what point the video was taken. So I'm saying that if they have a video that shows what happened, at least I guess Attorney B. Ivy Lamar is working on dealing with the family in the situation. At least show the family. Now, they say 48 hours, the family should see the video, and I guess 15 days for the community to see the video. I guess this is what the standard is, or what they're saying is supposed to happen. But I'm just saying that didn't happen with Joel Acevedo. And I don't know if that's a new rule that just came in. I don't know if they can get around it by saying that this may cause for the off-duty officer to not have a fair trial. I don't know. And what police department? I think is that the West Allenz or the Waukesha is the ones that are looking into the situation. It can get tricky. 15 days to release the video feed, I guess, to the public, or however they're trying to do it. But 48 days to the family.
Sounds like 15 days to edit the video.
Hey, whatever, like I said, I done seen the videos. I done sat with families at the DA's office to see the video. Jay Anderson, I was sitting there with his family to see the video. I was in there. I was in there with Derek Williams' family. I'm trying to tell you, like, they know how to make it look like something to the public, and the family's still walking away with questions that ain't even been answered. So I've been in these situations. This is what I do. Salute to Attorney B. Ivy Lamar once again, and hopefully we can get a lot of transparency. Let's get some transparency this time. Mo the Elephant said, 15 days to edit the video. It does not take 15 days to release no video. Well, I'll say this. If they got you, that video coming out tonight. But if it got something to do with them, they're going to take their time. I done seen it. At very few times where I seen that they released the video right away. And if they got you, or if they right, if it's 100% right where it's all good, they going to let that out. Somebody said they got AI now. Hey, and I, when we come back, it's something that I want to get off my chest. Because AI now is taking our celebrities that have passed, like Michael Jackson, Kobe Bryant, Biggie, like people who have lost their lives and now they're reenacting them in ways that is kind of disrespectful, where they may not have done that, or they may not have said these things. I think that, to me, that's making me raise an eyebrow with this new AI situation where they're taking our celebrities. You don't see them doing none of this to no country artists. I don't even see an AI video of Elvis, or somebody that's, passed away that was extremely popular. But they got several videos of Michael Jackson, several videos of Kobe Bryant, several videos of Tupac, several videos of Biggie that I see going viral right now. Is it disrespectful? I think it is. I think it is. And I hope they families move to try to stop that from happening. But when we come back, I want to look into these videos. We got some videos that we can play. I want y'all to see this. I want you to see what they doing with these celebrities that have passed away with the AI. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Come in with straight truth.
Everything got a message. I'll say this. Y'all can't be tired if y'all still messing with the negative energy. Every day I get on and say, the power of the tongue. Impulsive negative thoughts, reacting. And these kids watching you reacting all wild and crazy. The programming you watching on TV. The music. And now, like Security Mike said, it's popular to pop somebody. It's popular now. And these kids coming back, they coming back to somebody's house. They coming to eat a meal at somebody's house. They hanging out with somebody in the neighborhood who got a house, who paying the rent. They hanging out with you. They may be your relative. They may be your buddy. That social acceptance is there. Understand what I'm saying? So when we really tired, we gonna cut it off. We gonna stop it.
Tune in to all your favorite 1017 The Truth shows all day, every day by downloading the Truth app.
How is it possible for somebody to be found guilty of something and serve no jail time? How is it possible that someone can get a first offense misdemeanor when it comes to marijuana here in the state of Wisconsin and can face up to 6 months in jail, but two men who are convicted of murder get probation? This is not what justice is about. Why does this keep happening, Truth Nation? And why does it always seem like black people die and we don't get the justice that we deserve? How should we react to this? If you commit a crime, you must do the time. If you take somebody's life, you have to pay the cost. I don't care that it was an accident, because it does not make sense to me how someone can be murdered and somehow they get no time. Even if you accidentally kill somebody, you are still a murderer, especially when you plead guilty to felony murder. Marijuana will get you more time in jail than killing somebody, especially when it comes to a black man here in America, unfortunately.
Catch Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace every weekday from noon to 1 p.m. on 101.7 The Truth and The Truth app.
The more you listen to your kids, the closer you'll be. So we asked kids, what do you want your parents to hear?
I feel sometimes that I'm not listened to. I would just want you to listen to me more often and evaluate situations with me and lead me towards success.
We're not adults, so just be there and listen. I just want someone to yap to. And I just feel like I'll be fine if someone just hears me talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk.
You're doing a really good job. And I don't think I tell you that enough. And I know sometimes we get into it and it's just hard on both of us. But, try to understand me more and I'll try to do the same.
Listening is a form of love. Find resources to help you support your kids and their emotional well-being at sounditouttogether.org. That's sounditouttogether.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and Pivotal.
We are the home of Milwaukee Black Talk. 101.7 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. This is your 101.7 The Truth News Update.
Hello, everyone. This is Rhea Riley with your news update. A Racine Hospital employee faces charges for leaving her disabled child in a car while working. 26-year-old Kayla Hamilton has been charged with felony child neglect. According to TMJ4, police say she left her nonverbal autistic daughter in a car while working at Ascension All Saints Hospital in Racine. This happened Wednesday night when security staff found the child in a vehicle. Investigators say the child was wearing a coat, but no shoes or socks in the mid-40-degree temperatures. If convicted, Hamilton could face over 3 years in prison. The man accused of putting super glue into his coworker's soda avoids jail time. 35-year-old Joseph Ross pled guilty to one felony charge of placing foreign objects in edibles. Prosecutors say a woman working at State Fair Park noticed a strong chemical smell coming from her open drinks on her desk, and she had been getting sick after consuming the drinks. After setting up a hidden camera, she captured Ross adding a substance to her drink, which turned out to be super glue. A judge stayed Ross's sentence of 18 months in jail, placing him on probation for 3 years instead. FEMA aid is already making an impact after August's historic flooding in southeast Wisconsin. So far, the federal agency has distributed nearly $92 million to help with flood recovery. $82 million of that has gone to over 15,000 residents in Milwaukee County alone. The U.S. Small Business Administration has already approved just over $10 million in disaster loans for business owners, homeowners, and renters. The deadline to apply for FEMA aid is November 12th. This has been your news update. The Tory Lowe Show continues on the new 101.7 The Truth.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice. We want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the third hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And I want to talk about this new AI. I guess they're now taking our old celebrities like Michael Jackson, Kobe Bryant, Tupac, and they're putting them in scenarios because you can do almost anything with the AI now. That's why a lot of people might question a lot of can they do it with a lot of these videos that the police got now? I mean, I don't know. But this made me raise an eyebrow because I saw something that was kind of disturbing. They had Michael Jackson running on the freeway and just continuing to make a mockery of Michael Jackson. And I'm not really that big of a Michael Jackson fan where I'm just totally just mic'd out. No, I'm just looking at it like, why are they making
weird Michael Jackson videos now for content. Let this man rest in peace. You know, but I want y'all, if y'all watching this rebroadcast live, if y'all ain't seen this yet, it's starting to flood the news feeds right now. I want to play some of this. If you're watching this rebroadcast live, we got some video of this new AI trend that's happening. Check this out.
Live from the grease pit, flip the patty, feel the heat, rock and roll with a sesame beat, dude.
Slide to the flavor, take a bite, oh wow, juicy, golden, right here, right now, that's good. Fries in the rhythm, burger in the groove.
Yo, what's good? We out here in Havana, man. Streets colorful, sun on us. Got my guy with me.
What's up, people? Towering over Pac like always. I think these balconies almost my height, though.
He don't fit in none of these cabs, man. We gotta walk it out.
Everybody, it's Michael rocking the Goku fit tonight, sharing a little Saiyan style dinner with you.
Look at this. They got him as Goku, Michael Jackson.
Hello everyone, it's Freddie. It is currently October 5th, 2025, and I just want to say how much I love and miss you. I've been thinking about getting the band back together. Like, can you imagine Queen going on tour in the next...
It says buy one, get one free on milk. Right, but it expired last July. We're in October, ma'am. Can't you just, override it? I could, but then I get written up, and I like this job. Hey, can I just...
Got Michael Jackson working at Walmart. I see they got Prince on. Okay, they got all these people out. That these people are gone.
Yo, Allenz, over here, man. Give us a smile.
Afternoon, fellas.
Miss Monroe, can we get away?
Hi, everybody.
Looking gorgeous, man.
Y'all be easy now.
Elvis, any new music
Working on it, partner.
Marilyn, you too.
Now, Mr. President, you just hold it like this. Let it feel the groove. Da-da-da.
I won't attempt that note. My advisors would veto
Come
it.
on, Jack, loosen the tie.
I already did 2 buttons. That's a revolution in itself.
Never sounded...
Hey, man, I just got back home from the studio, but y'all killing me saying I would have been 70 by now, how I look the same. Motherfucker, you think a thug like me with age? Right. Come on, G, you know black don't crack.
Tupac on here, saying... All right, so look at what they doing. And now they're getting us used to it through the celebrity culture. But let's say something happens in the community. Somebody really don't like you. All of a sudden, it's a video of you jumping through the back window. You know what I mean? Like, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Let's say somebody accuse you of doing something. All they got to do is go into AI, and voila. Y'all seen the videos of the cats? They got the cats driving off on the police. If y'all haven't been tapped in, I'm going to try to get y'all up to speed on how advanced the AI is getting. I know I got a lot of elders listening to the show. I got a lot of people that don't even really, they say they ain't even really messing with this kind of technology. But I'm going to tell you right now, it seems like they're introducing it. If they could do this to celebrities, where, and we're laughing and talking and giggling, okay, what's the difference between them placing you at the gas station with the pistol? DJ Brother Z.
One's real and one's fake.
That's what I'm saying. And so I hope there's some kind of code when the AI does this, when it generates these type of videos, that people can look at the code or look at the video quality or look at something, or somebody that does AI can say, okay, this is AI. Because a lot of this is starting to look super realistic. And I got a picture of some of my family members that have passed. And what they do is they can make them hug you. They can make your family member come to life on the picture and hug you, or make you food. So I've seen the technology get to the point where now I can get a picture of my grandmother and say, I want my grandmother to kiss me on the forehead in this picture. And she's going to kiss me on the forehead. So these are just the tip of the iceberg situations that we're seeing with this technology. It definitely looks real to me. What can we do? Hey, I say now more than ever, you got to keep your head on the swivel. Because you seen the one that they did with the mayor, with the Mario Kart. Did you see that one, DJ Brother Z?
Yeah.
Do you know where that's at? Can we bring that up? Can we pull that one up?
Oh, we can't play it.
Oh, we can't play it. Okay, we can't play it. But what I'm saying is, they can do almost anything with this AI. So I hope that the family, I hope they can develop like something to where you can get sued if I don't mind the imaginary stuff, where it's not real people. You can tell like, okay, these people don't exist. But when you start taking somebody's image and likeness and flipping it like that, that should be some kind of law. Because today they talking about public figures. Today they talking about entertainers. 10 years from now, who's to say you get a call from the police saying that they saw you somewhere snatching somebody's TV out the yard. Not out the yard, out the front room. And you said, no, that ain't me. And they said, was you at your friend's house because you and your friend beefing, and they got you snatching the TV out the front room? Okay. Say it won't happen. It's happen. It just ain't happening like that right now. But they got the technology. They got the technology. Let's say y'all fighting over, like the question of the day. You got a significant other that you beefing with somebody about. All of a sudden, they want to do something to put you in jail, and they come up with an AI that you was outside their house with the pistol. And they made it look like it was through the Ring doorbell camera. And it's you out there, and you saying you was asleep, but y'all got text messages where y'all was going back and forth, arguing with each other, and you saying you going to come pop them upside the head. They done went and did the AI and matched the text messages, and now you downtown to investigate. Okay. All right, DJ Brother Z. I'm trying to tell y'all this is a major concern. This is something that we got to really kind of understand, that where we're moving toward with this AI generation with these videos. It's people that's making whole videos now and not even having to do anything because they're making the videos to express how they feel. I think that they said it was a video from the White House that was AI. Okay. All right. I said my piece. I'm gonna keep it moving. Once again, for those that are tuning in to the show, I had got a press release from attorney B. Ivy Lamar, who will be representing the family of the young man that was unalived on 51st and Mill Road. Once again, for those that are tuning in today at 4:30 on 51st and Mill Road around the incident, they will be gathering the family and attorney B. Ivy Lamar. The family just wants the situation to be transparent, and B. Ivy Lamar has now been obtained as the attorney for the family. Salute to Tanya Wiley Brown for sending me the press release. Elijah Wilkes, was it justified? Was it justified? Oh, B. Brewer said Tory needs to stop giving evil folks ideas. They already thought about it. I'm just trying to get ahead of it. Josh, they already have these ideas. What they telling us, trust me, they know a lot more. Perfect example are these science fiction movies in the past. Look at reality today. I'm telling you, I ain't saying nothing that they already, didn't already thought about, Big Brewers. You just hearing it from me, and you thinking that I came up with the idea. No, I'm just telling you the reality of where everything could possibly, where it could go, or where it may go, or where if it came down, 5 years from now, I know I'm gonna get a call about somebody that they put out a fake AI video on somebody. They already putting the fake AI videos out on the celebrities. It just ain't you yet. All right. Well,
it's an easy lawsuit win.
It's an easy lawsuit, but you better be careful because you got to know where. You better keep documentation of where you're moving. That's why I say you got to move strategic. So when folks come up with stuff saying you was here, you already know. You already got your stuff together and say, hey, it was no way possible I could have been there.
Yeah, I mean, because even if they try to match up text messages, like fine, whatever. One, look at the video. Look at my hands. Are the hands like actually formatted? Because AI can't make hands. And
well, not right now.
I'm just gonna tell the police to check where my phone was pinged. My phone is gonna be at my home Wi-Fi.
Right. You're right. It's look. I'm trying to tell you. If somebody said the movie Minority Report, it looked like the technology kind of speeding up. We got Al on the lines. How you doing, Al?
I'm doing fine. With the AI, if somebody do something like that, only thing you have to do is sue them for the burial. You sue them for their burial plot. And when they drop dead and they're laying in the casket smelling like death, you also want the maggots that's eating off their dead body, licking on their bones like ham hocks and pork chops. You sue them for everything they got. And you want to go after the kids' college tuition and see if they got a wife and go after her money too. And if there's a loophole, go after the mama's money and the daddy's money. That's all you got to do. Go for all their money. Matter of fact, you even want the dookie and the urine that comes from the body. Now, sometimes you can't. What? Sometimes you can't use the dookie because it's not good for fertilizations. But you can use that urine for insulin if the person is diabetic, and you can sell that too. Get them for all their money. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversations stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Hey.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
What? Truth Nation, it's time to elevate the conversation at our second annual Truth Summit happening Saturday, November 15th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Thrive on King. This free in-person roundtable dives deep into Milwaukee's most pressing issues, from bridging the healthcare divide to rebuilding our educational pipeline. Join me, Dr. Ken Harris, and expert guests for powerful insights and lively debate you won't hear anywhere else. Reserve your spot at 1017thetruth.com. Sponsored by 1MKE and Thrive on King.
This is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth for Axe Housing. Are you tired of paying a landlord rent when you should be paying yourself? Do you want to leave a financial legacy, or would you like to have a stable place to call home? Well, it's time for you to start on the path to owning your own home instead of renting. You can work with an Axe Housing coach, and they will teach you how home ownership can be a reality. Axe Housing has helped over 4,000 families in our neighborhoods. Many times your mortgage will be a lot less than what you're paying for rent. As an average Axe family who has been helped pays around $900 per month. No matter what barriers you think you're facing, Axe Housing coaches can assist you right now. An Axe Housing coach will help you create and stick to a plan and a budget and get you ready for home ownership. If you're not dreaming of home ownership by now, you certainly should be. Let's make it a reality with Axe Housing. Get started on a virtual orientation by clicking on axehousing.org. That is ACTS housing.org. Don't let where you are financially right now get in the way of your very bright future of becoming a homeowner. Axe coaches are here to help.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Tune in Friday night as two of the top teams in the conference go at it as the Hilltoppers take on the Brookfield East Spartans on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Join our coverage starting at 6:30 p.m., leading up to kickoff at 7 p.m. Marquette Hilltoppers football is presented by Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. And sponsored by Left's Lucky Town, C.G. Schmidt, Capital Insurance Agency, Boyle Fredrickson, Annex Wealth Management, Magic Productions, and Burghardt Sporting Goods. More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, hungry for something fresh and delicious? Get your favorites from Cousin Subs delivered straight to your door, from their freshly baked bread and hand-sliced meats and cheeses to their famous sides, crispy golden fries, Wisconsin cheese curds, or creamy mac and cheese. Every meal made to order and ready to go. Ordering is quick and easy online or through the Cousins app. Whether it's a solo lunch, family dinner, or a separate situation for the whole crew, let them bring it straight to you, fast and fresh. Cousin Subs, we believe in better. Go to cousinsubs.com. Use the app, Cousin Subs app, to order. Hey, don't forget about the $10 meal deal that they have only online. If you want to, watch the Brewers or the Packers, they got that $10 meal deal. It's powerful. It's powerful. Salute to. I think did I send you the picture of me at the cashier? DJ Brother Z. Oh, I want to show Truth Nation. They let me get on the register a little bit. They let me get on the register a little bit. I sent it over, DJ Brother Z. It was an amazing time yesterday. Salute to everybody that came out and enjoyed the atmosphere out there on 124th West Burlow. Y'all can still go out there and say, Tory Lowe said, come and try the crispy chicken tender menu items. Hey, and don't forget that you can also sign up to win Cousin Subs for a year. And you can go online as well. Go to cousinsubs.com, see what they have to offer for the community. So many things that we talked about. But Elizabeth Brown, I think we was trying to make a 30-second reel. And Elizabeth Brown said, take me off the cash register and put me back on the fries. Put me back on the fries. Hey, look, somebody always, when you move up, somebody always trying to knock you down. I'm on the cash register. That was fun. It was a fun event yesterday. I appreciate everybody for stopping through. It's Friday, DJ Brother Z. What we got the poll. Who's most likely to take your significant other? Somebody look at this. If y'all looking as we broadcast online, look at your boy Tory Lowe. I'm excited to be out. I was excited to be at Cousins yesterday. I got behind the register. I had the apron on, the hat, the shirt. I was ready to go to work. And guess what? When I got, if I was working at Cousins, guess what? I would spend all my money on them chicken tenders. All the money would go back to the food. Well, I want to get to this other story too before we get out of here. It was another story about HACM. The HACM story. Executive director saying that the outstanding Section 8 vouchers will be paid after months of delays. Once you start making noise, after you start making noise, they start trying to flip it around and try to fix it. So why did they let it go so long that when the news came out, now they want to pay the vouchers, DJ Brother Z? So was the money just sitting there and nobody wasn't paying it? You forgot to pay the vouchers. They said they was like 10,000 behind. They said it was, hey, don't be talking about that picture now. What they say, Josh in the chat, Tory looked like a real Cousins employee. Yeah, we came to work. They gave me the Look, they gave me the apron. I had my name. I had my own little name, my name tag. I had the hat. I look kind of confused, like I didn't know how to work the machine a little bit. Somebody said Tory is the best restaurant picture man ever. LOL. I looked like it was a big order. Like the order. It looked like I was taking on a big order that I couldn't. I had to get there and try to finagle on the on the cash register, trying to figure out where all the menu items was. And I have my how you working the cashier got a sip of lemonade on the side. I'm eating the tenders and drinking lemonade and trying to take people orders at the same time. Oh wow. Why is it spinning, DJ Brother Z?
I don't know. It's doing it by itself.
Oh wow, they got me spinning upside down. But salute to our partner, Cousin Subs, for a great time yesterday. But we talked about this voucher program and how the money wasn't coming through for the people. And I guess now we have a response. If you're watching this rebroadcast live, Jenna Ray, on her job as usual, HACM Executive Director says it will pay unpaid Section 8 vouchers for 500 residents within the next few days. So what y'all was doing, sitting on the money? Or y'all just wanted to make the elderly, disabled, the veterans, y'all just wanted to make people sweat. Y'all just wanted to cause them extra stress in their life. If you watch it live, we got video. Let's listen.
I want to make sure that our landlords and our residents understand our position and that we are working on making sure that they are made whole, and that when we hear about a problem, that we do try and react and solve it.
For the first time, we're hearing directly from the Housing Authority's leadership in a one-on-one exclusive interview with our Jenna Ray. Jenna broke the news Wednesday that HACM has not paid its portion of rent for 500 Milwaukee residents on Section 8 housing vouchers. Today, she sits down with the agency's executive director to find out why.
For the last several months,
we're tired of being patient.
Landlords and tenants on Section 8 housing vouchers have been left in limbo.
If I don't help myself, perhaps some other progress will come out of this for someone else.
Crystal Brame called us after she found out the Housing Authority of the City of Milwaukee, or HACM, hadn't paid its portion of her rent in months.
I had did a recertification way back in March. Got the confirmation that it was completed. Got another confirmation email. Everything was, good on my end.
Her landlord, Scott Cymbalnik, says HACM owes him nearly $10,000 in unpaid rent.
This is the most delinquent I've ever seen the Section 8 program.
I've reported on HACM's financial woes and troubled agency for years. No one has ever agreed to sit down and interview with me. Thursday, its interim executive director, who's been responsible since January for cleaning up the agency's mess, agreed to talk.
The last 10 months have been a challenge. You've obviously, you've seen the news. You've been on the news. We've had a lot of challenges that we encountered at the beginning of the year.
Challenges that include reconciling millions of dollars of misappropriated funds, additional financial overhaul, and outsourcing its largest housing voucher program, Section 8. CVR Associates now manages HACM's Section 8 program.
It's taking longer because as they dig in, there's a lot more issues than what they expected going in.
The federal government required CVR to inspect 100% of HACM tenants on vouchers.
We had decided that we would pay people out 3 months because at that time we thought that that was going to be the length of time typically that it would take us.
For a little cushion.
For a little cushion. It's actually taking us longer. And so yesterday morning, we had gotten a complaint from a landlord last week. We looked into it, so we decided to extend it from 3 months to 6 months.
Does that mean that you're paying all of these outstanding 500 resident vouchers today?
It will be within the next couple of days.
We'll be sure to follow up. In Milwaukee, Jenna Ray,
we know you
TMJ4
will, Jenna Ray,
News.
because she be on it. She been on this for a minute. salute to Jenna Ray, because she will definitely get in there and use her position and her platform to get those voices heard. That's why I like Jenna Ray. But I'll say this. Somebody, what was it, Security Mike that got on the air yesterday and said that this has something to do with Donald Trump.
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, when you zoomed it out, you gotta kind of take a couple steps back, because this was going on. This is going on for a long time. This is something that was going on right here in the city. This was going on right here in the city. Okay. And sometimes, y'all got to make sure that y'all understand who y'all truly fighting, or where to aim y'all energy at, instead of having your energy misdirected to the wrong idea. Sometimes you got to walk down the street and talk to the people that live in your neighborhood when it comes to the local government. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm trying to say, regardless of what's going on. Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. But I'm going to run the break. When we come back, we'll be joined on the lines by advocate Arthur Elizabeth Brown. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Saving energy and money? It's easier than you think. Here are 2 simple things you can do to reduce your energy use and lower your energy bill. Use thermal curtains to reduce each room's energy loss by up to 25%. And make sure vents aren't blocked by furniture or rugs to improve airflow and comfort. Simple, smart savings. Get more energy-saving tips at WeEnergies.com. Again, that is WeEnergies.com.
Hi, I'm Brittany Miller from Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more. Custom T-shirts, sweatshirts, jackets, hats, you name it, we can do it. Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more is family-owned and all about celebrating life's big moments. Maybe it's a milestone birthday, a celebration for your child's first goal, or that work fundraising event. We are everyone's printer. No minimum orders, affordable designs, and help straight from me and our team. We're the one-stop shop for all your custom needs. Start your project today at bigfrog.com/Mequon.
Coming with straight truth.
Tory, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you when I first started hearing your voice. And what you're doing, in the words of T-Pain and Gorilla, I love it.
Thank you, brother. Bless.
Hey, I'm down with you, man. I missed your last gathering, but the next one, I'm going to be there. And I'm going to make sure I introduce myself, because, hey, you're God in all circumstances.
Catch the Tory Lowe Show every weekday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Never miss a moment of The Truth with Sherwin Hughes on the new 101.7 The Truth.
Violence is a tool. Violence is a tool of oppression. It's a tool of subjugation. It's a tool of manifest destiny. Let's not say all of a sudden, oh, hip-hop music is why people are right. No. Y'all know how America was discovered? Murder, slavery, human trafficking. The origins of violence predates hip-hop. Can we at least agree on that?
Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Tap into the best power hour in radio in Milwaukee.
Dropped my pants. I had to make sure I wasn't seen. I don't want nobody to get surprised.
This is a sick Negro.
I'm just a real one. I peed again, came on back. I said, what y'all been doing? We've been out here for 3 hours. Y'all ain't peed yet? Just sitting here, we playing beer pong, and y'all sitting here peeing next to me? I'm still itchy today. Thinking something wrong. Am I the only one that's astonished by this?
Catch Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace every weekday from noon to 1 p.m. on 101.7 The Truth and The Truth app.
Your expression on your face, that's got to me. And the man wasn't lying.
What you mean the expression on my face? How can you see my face? You listening to me on the radio, man.
No, I'm watching you on YouTube, too.
Oh, all right, then. You're an old man, and you know about YouTube. How old are you, Adam? You about 85.
83.
I'll be dipped. How blessed are we to have you.
Watch all your favorite 101.7 The Truth shows by subscribing to 101.7 The Truth on YouTube.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat, brought to you by Lowe's.com.
Atlanta business leaders are backing its mayor's decision to sacrifice tens of millions of dollars of federal funding instead of dismantling diversity programs. Mayor Andre Dickens chose to clash with the Trump administration over DEI, costing it money for its airport. But Metro Atlanta Chamber President Katie Kirkpatrick says the city shouldn't compromise on longstanding diversity efforts.
Our DNA is steeped in having a diverse workforce, a diverse community, and the mayor doesn't shy away from that. And I think if he had, it would have been inauthentic to who we are as a community. And so corporations are going to hire the talent where they find it, and they're going to look for quality. And that is one of the biggest strengths that we have in Metro Atlanta right now is a diverse, well-educated population that can fill the jobs that we are creating.
The federal funding would have gone toward upgrades at Atlanta International Airport. Mayor Dickens says he'll find a way to replace that lost money. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. The Pack is back after their bye week. They face off against newly acquired Joe Flacco for the second time this year and the Bengals. That matchup is Sunday at 3:25. It's win or go home time for the Brewers as the Cubs force a Game 5 after being down 2-0.
Here comes the pitch to Bush. It's a high fly to right center. Perkins is back onto the warning track, and it is gone. Michael Bush hits another solo homer. It's his fourth home run of this postseason and the third in this series.
The final showdown will take place at American Family Field on Saturday for Game 5 of the NLDS. First pitch will be at 7:08. Badger football face the Iowa Hawkeyes at Camp Randall Saturday night. Kickoff begins at 6. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Tune in to the award-winning 101.7 The Truth's Black Business Give Back Spotlight this Friday at 3:57 p.m. between the Tory Lowe Show and The Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris. We'll be joined by Renee Williams, Chief Creative Officer of VYZ. He will discuss why he launched his clothing and lifestyle brand and what inspires him every day. So again, that's Black Business Give Back Spotlight with VYZ this Friday at 3:57 p.m. on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. Joining me on the lines is advocate, author Elizabeth Brown. How you doing, Queen?
Salute, King. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. It was a powerful gathering yesterday at Cousins. It was amazing. It was an amazing time.
It was absolutely amazing. I had a ball. Again, you definitely should never be on the register. Put him back on fries.
Hey, it's okay because I'm moving on up.
Or something like you.
It's too late. I already got the promotion.
Hey, no.
You had to stop me when you can't stop it. It's too late.
Customer service is trash. Okay, put him in the back,
okay.
Cousins. From now on,
one bad complaint ain't never stopped nobody. One bad complaint ain't never stopped nobody.
I'm gonna have the right management.
Hey,
I'm gonna have the right management.
The management. I'm gonna tell the management.
Unacceptable.
I'm gonna tell the management she got a vendetta against me.
I just want good customer service.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? Like you wasn't even trying to.
You can overlook that. That's Elizabeth
Brown. You wasn't even trying to get what I needed.
I'm gonna say that's Elizabeth Brown. Don't worry about that.
I'm a disgruntled customer.
Hey, you disgruntled customers.
But yeah, I had a ball though. So that's what you would like to think. However, I had a ball. Salute to all of Truth Nation that came out. They showed up and showed out. Cousins showed up and showed out. The employees I'm talking about was way up top. You made them look bad, and they need to be, hollering at you because you
made them look phenomenal. That's that disgruntled. Yeah, that's that disgruntled customer energy. I'm about to get a restraining order on you so you don't come to my checkout line no more.
Anywho, I'm just gonna request, other people like Crystal who was there, Sierra. Shout out to the general manager Tim, they was fire. I had a bar of tenders was off the chain. Of course, I did have to do, my regular, which is the cheddar bacon steak sub. That was powerful. So we left full. So it was a great time. Salute to Cousins again for all that they do, and from being the first people to recognize the hard work that Tory Lowe was putting in, and them being willing to put their brand with his brand, being about that action. So salute to Cousin Sub. And I did sign up. I used my regular name, y'all. I know I said I was going to use my daughter's name, but I used my name in the Cousin Sub free subs for a year. So hopefully I win. Matter of fact, ain't no hopefully. I'm claiming. I'm thinking I know I'm going to win. So that Cousin Sub for a year, that'll save me a little change, Hey. So salute to Cousin Sub.
Especially during football season.
Absolutely. You already know how we do. Absolutely.
Well, also, we had a conversation about the voucher program with Section 8, and I guess they saying that they're going to now pay the tab.
I bet you they is. I bet you they is. Again, under new management, it ain't even been a whole year. They've been there since January, and the failures that they had, that $10,000 was only one landlord. Okay, that they owed. And if you had the money, again, as any leader, is just like a coach on a basketball or a football team, you have to make the adjustments. If you paid it 3 months up, and I could have swore people supposed to be reporting back on how things are looking, every big company or individual that's handling a big company do a forecast meeting to see exactly where they're at. So you're not leaving people in limbo. So you're not having individuals taking money out their accounts thinking it's already there. You understand?
Right.
Or overdrafting, trying to make ends meet because you're not keeping up your half of the deal. Again, it just goes to show failure on every level. The malfeasance, the people that they bring in to oversee is just as malicious and ignorant, seem to be, as the people who they took it from. Again, who's replacing these people? Because, again, here we are, the same group of people. Again, you're triggering trauma. And it's not as easy as you being able to have a conversation and them having to go to the news. Again, salute to Jenna Ray for being on top of this. This is how you hold people accountable. Because behind closed doors, they do what they want to do instead of doing what they have to do. And that's the bottom line.
And the thing is,
it shouldn't take us to have to do this to get a result.
Well, I'll say this. All year we've been talking about HACM. We've been talking about what's going on with the elders, what's going on with that situation, and now coming toward the end of the year, we only got a couple months left, and folks was unsure if they can get the program. But since people started making noise about that, okay, so was the money always there? I mean, so y'all just not paying. So y'all just sitting on the money.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And then you have this guy sitting here like, give us, there was a lot that was there. You knew that when you signed up. When you signed up, you said you was the man to get it done. But here we are, not even a year in, and you haven't got it done. To a point, again, let's not forget that Jenna Ray was this woman's Hail Mary. Not only her Hail Mary, her landlord's Hail Mary, because they had been calling. And they was giving them the runaround, talking about red tape. Don't nobody want to hear about your red tape. When they call Tory Lowe, they don't want to hear about what you coulda or shoulda done, or that I need to wait, because it's your damn job to make sure that if I do what I need to do, that it's smooth sailing. You're supposed to be the specialist. You're overtaking already people who have been traumatized for years. And now you done re-trigger some trauma because they was in limbo. And now here you saying, in a couple of days it can be paid. If it was that simple, why the hell they had to go through all of that?
Well, can you imagine the stress level of a lot of the elders, a lot of the disabled, A lot of the veterans that live in the housing in HACM for this whole year. That's definitely something that the stress just off of how they're handling the situation it could cause or add to their health conditions to me. The ups, the downs, the roller coaster. It is. It's like I'm living in my latter years. I'm dealing with health issues. So, my grandma used to tell me that stress kills. So when you're stressed out over your living situations, whether it's infestation, whether you don't know if they're going to pay their half of the bills, or whether you don't know if you're going to, that uncertainty, especially in your latter years, it kind of contributes to some of the health conditions. It could exacerbate existing health conditions.
In your current years, because half of these people already have pre-existing conditions. The pressure to be in limbo about your housing, and especially it's one thing to be doing time for a crime that you committed, but doing time for a crime you didn't commit. Everybody filled out their paperwork, okay? They paid their portion. And you telling me now that I'm in limbo of not having nowhere to go, and then you get on the news and come out, give you some grace? You're the specialist. You knew when you signed up. When you signed up, you said, I'm the person that's going to turn this ship around. You should have had the forecast meeting. I want to know how much he getting paid.
Hey.
How much is he getting paid? Because I bet you his check wasn't late. I bet you he wasn't, he didn't have to ask for a grace period to pay his mortgage or his kids' college tuition.
All week we've been dealing with.
He didn't have to call Jenna Ray.
all week. And they got to reach out to the media to get some satisfaction, get some relief.
That part.
But all week, we started out the week dealing with the nursing homes, dealing with the HOAs, and now we're ending the week with conversations about what was going on with Section 8. It just seemed like this whole week had issues with dealing with the elders in our community and their living situations.
This week have exposed what all of these politicians been lying about. Okay? That it's only a certain group of people that are suffering. No, this is proof that anybody in our community is suffering some way, somehow, and a lot of our suffering is due to things that's out of our control. And nobody is talking about it. I haven't heard one dog and pony show from one of the uncommon council members. These are supposed to be the people that's supposed to care about the people, their constituents, who put them in that seat that got them the raise and everything else. You don't hear nothing. Matter of fact, if the Tory Lowe show wasn't talking about it, if Jenna Ray if the community didn't reach out to her, and salute to the Queen Crystal, who said, even if it don't help me, hopefully it'll help somebody else, okay? Who reached out with her Hail Mary. And salute to her landlord, who got on there and stated, I ain't never seen this, it ain't never been this delinquent.
Wow.
Okay?
Wow.
So it's even worse now. Per the landlord's statement, he ain't never been that delinquent, even under the last regime, who was absolutely horrible.
Oh, wow. So is it getting worse?
Oh, I mean, let's think about it.
Wow. Well, look.
This supposed to be the new. Like.
Hey, the grass ain't all. Hey, well, let me stop that because it was bad. The whole situation is bad, so.
Well, you heard the landlord.
Right.
He said he ain't never had to deal with this much delinquency. $10,000.
Here we go. Well, look, when we come back, I want to get your final thoughts on the week, Elizabeth Brown. Another Friday. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I'm going to say something. I'm a conservative, as you know. I might not agree with you all the time, but even when I don't agree with you, you crack me up. And the other guy, he just pretends conservative all day. and you do make me think. But when you do better than anyone, you think on your feet.
Now that was a compliment coming from somebody who is as Trump-loving as he is, that can appreciate what we do here.
Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
It's 101.7 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin always have the winning game plan. Check out the championship caliber play call this month. A whole house of beautiful, new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month, and get this, 0% interest for up to 60 months. That's like running a drive that keeps moving the chains with no penalties and no interest. And I can tell you from my experience, Pella windows actually stop the drafts. You'll stay comfortable no matter how cold it gets outside. Think about it. Energy savings, comfort, and a great monthly payment you can actually manage. That's why I trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and why this is the right time to make your move. Call today and schedule your free consultation at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 10/31 of 2025.
Fall in Milwaukee, where the air is crisp, the drinks are cold, and the good times are just heating up. Stroll Milwaukee's lakefront and explore its parks as they burst into a kaleidoscope of golds, ambers, and reds. Raise a glass at a beer garden that feels like a neighborhood block party, Milwaukee style. And just as the temps fall, Brewers baseball is turning up the heat. October dreams are made right here. This season, every color, every cheer, every sip, it all comes together in Milwaukee. Craft your perfect getaway at visitmilwaukee.org.
Tune in Friday night as two of the top teams in the conference go at it as the Hilltoppers take on the Brookfield East Spartans on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com. Join our coverage starting at 6:30 p.m., leading up to kickoff at 7 p.m. Marquette Hilltoppers football is presented by Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. And sponsored by Left's Lucky Town, C.G. Schmidt, Capital Insurance Agency, Boyle Fredrickson, Annex Wealth Management, Magic Productions, and Burghardt Sporting Goods.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you can save between 5 and 20%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. Visit amfam.com to learn more. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
Calling all Black-owned business owners and entrepreneurs. Are you looking to share your story and grow your reach? We have teamed up with Associated Bank for our Black-owned business give back. Each quarter, 4 lucky business owners will win an opportunity to spotlight their brand and journey right here on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. To sign up for your business spotlight interview, visit blackbusinessgiveback.com. That's blackbusinessgiveback.com. Let's rebuild our community's backbone through exposure right here on The Truth. For official rules, head to blackbusinessgiveback.com. Associated Bank, member FDIC. Elizabeth Brown, it's been a long week. Let me get your final thoughts.
Yes, sir. I mean, another one in the books. Again, you know, the goal is to not just point it out, but go to work. To get things changed. I think one thing that we're seeing, the veil is being lifted and people are really opening up their eyes and paying attention that it's rated E. That means everybody can get it. There is no certain group of people, you know, outside the way that it's going now, the so-called misleadership that we have across the board, we're being screwed over across the board, on every turn, housing, schooling, health care, property tax. You name it. The people are being handled rough. And so now the people have to take off the kid gloves, okay, because we see that it don't matter what you look like, where you come from. You either in the group that's screwing people over or you the group of people that's getting screwed over. There is no in between, okay?
Oh, wow.
You can't straddle that fence. You either over here or you over there. The violator or the violated. And it don't matter where you are, whether you are elder, RAs, the Generation X, who everything is falling on, or you, the youth that are under us that's coming up. It don't matter if you don't fit a certain money bracket, they don't give a damn about you. And the reality is, it's our turn. What we didn't know then, we do now know now. So now it's about what we're going to do. So these upcoming months, we're a couple months out from, a new year. Now we're going to see. We're changing our minds. Now the outcome of changing our minds is changing our lives, and we'll see what's to come. But, again, you either one or the other, the violator or the violated. And right now, with everything we've seen this week, we're the violated. But we have the power not to just be victims, but to be victors. And we working, King. Salute to everybody that's doing their best. It ain't over yet.
Well, I'll say this, with all of the things that happened this week and making sure that we are on the front lines fighting through a lot of this, it's powerful to see people come together to try to make a huge difference.
Man.
And this is what we do. And when we talk about an active listening audience, being involved, getting involved, being proactive instead of reactive, I see more and more people are starting to come to the forefront and say, hey, what can I do to make my community a better place?
Absolutely. And like I said, hang in there. It ain't over. It's just beginning. Just when they thought it was safe, we about to. The Jaws music is playing in the background. It's up. We see you now. So we gonna make you work. You stating that's what you do. We about to see. We about to stand on their neck like they've been standing on ours. So let's get it, King. It's Friday. Truth Nation, enjoy yourself. We been through, we got through, and we here. So let's get it.
All right, Queen.
Salute.
I appreciate you for being on the front lines as usual. We got a lot of work to do.
Hey, King, let's get it. One love.
All right, DJ Brother Z.
All right, Queen. All right, Tory Lowe from What the Fuck. Greed don't always meet flow. Let's get it.
All right, salute to everybody in the chat. I see y'all. Another powerful week of chat. Hey, look, I appreciate y'all for tuning in faithfully every time. Salute to everybody that's out there in radio land that's about to be about that action or being about that action or ready to get on the front lines. However you slice it, it's going to take us to help us. It's going to take a community to save a community. And if you in the village, everybody in the village got work to do. So let's get it done. Have a fun, safe weekend, Truth Nation. Keep your head on a swivel. Green don't always mean go and look both ways before you cross the streets. I love you. Dr. Ken Harris up next.
Today's Associated Bank Black Business Give Back Spotlight on the award-winning 1017 The Truth is brought to you by VYZ, and I am so excited to be joined by Renell Williams, Chief Creative Officer at VYZ, which is a clothing and lifestyle brand right here in Milwaukee. How you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing great. This is such a blessing, and I appreciate it so much.
Absolutely. That's what's up, man. Let's get right into it. What made you start the brand of VYZ?
It was kind